Hi, welcome in everyone to this week's episode of Bound by Night. Let me make sure. I don't know that I'm ready to dive into the emotions that are bound by night.
Listen, it'll be fine.
But let's try. There is a gentle freshness, a crisp cold on the air tonight. All throughout the neighborhood, the sprinkler systems click to life, and the shaying and shawing sound of them cutting across manicured lawns, beautiful scenery, is what surrounds Ji-hoon and Gamma. As the two walk, Ji-hoon slightly in the lead, holding onto Gamma's hand. Gamma shifts their fingers so that they are interlocked. And now it's in equal measures, Ji-hoon guiding and Gamma following. His old his old holy sneakers are slapping the pavement in a way that he feels are like massive clown shoes, but maybe that's just because Gamma can't stop grinning. Just watching this beautiful, complicated tsundere of a man in front of him. Even though his heart is still heavy from everything that has happened.
Jeff in the background.
Yeah, hold
on. Oh my god. Yeah, tonight's gonna be one of those nights. It's the way it is.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be perfectly fine.
Okay, I send a message.
Okay.
So you might not hear, what the fuck is this fat fucking bitch wall? Back to the here and now. Cutting across the scene. We have our red-headed Bruja. Half in his arms and half just next to him. His raccoon. A slight tremor through Kappa's very slender frame, doing his best to rearrange and control his emotions so he doesn't drop into any coon time, which he's expressed would be very uncomfortable. He wouldn't want to upset Ji-hoon's mom or sister, and then the two of them hear a loud and boisterous voice that the both of them recognize, and one of them, in recognizing this accented voice, it causes your heart, Noah, to clench and a dread to fill your mind. And even though you are outside on the patio that has fresh flowers in the boxes, the lovely smell of suburbia, Massachusetts air, you can faintly catch a kiss of salt from the sea. There is something beckoning you down two different paths. If your mind was a forest and all you had to guide you was Smokey the Bear, he would simply pat your shoulder and tell you good luck, handing you the set of matches. Regardless, we cut to a hidden nook, a almost alleyway between two homes, the very edge of the lane where Jihoon lives, where she hasn't let you go, Evan. Flower or not, rubbing her face into your chest as both rage and sadness make her natural scent smell like cinnamon and hard rain. There are some demons our loved ones carry, Evan, that we can't get rid of. There are revelations that we can never unhear, we can never unknow. And finally, inside Jihoon's home, even among the chaos, the tether that holds Zeta to you, Daniel, is steel. The kind used in grand architecture that can withstand thousands upon thousands and thousands of pounds of pressure. Whatever string of fate it is a powerful force with its own gravitational pull. And despite the chaos, the length of time, you know that you are hers and she is yours. Welcome to Bound by Night. Striker Sly, will you recap last session for us, please?
Oh, shit. Sure. I guess we start off with Evan in his house, because that guy decided to leave. So of course he's gonna fall into some trouble. Windows, doors bursting open. Despite all the warnings, he still decided to go. Everything is falling apart. All the cupboards bursting open, bags of flour being thrown, and there's Evan in the center of his kitchen with a cat. Ligma. A print shows up in the flour. 4 fingers, extra long. The middle with 2 additional knuckles. Something has clearly followed Evan back to his house. Perhaps the same entity that was in Jihoon's home earlier. The very thing that we were warned against. Evan, escaping the house, cat yowling, scratching to get away. The mirrors frosting over, icy cold, and outside, he meets with Zeta, Delta, and Sigma. From the outside, the house looks completely normal. But from the inside, the floor opens into a maw, ready to swallow up anything and everything inside. Sigma goes into the house, sticking behind, dealing with the troubled spirit inside, and Evan, Delta, and Zeta make their way back to Jihoon's home. Sigma rips the door off the hinges and, of course, has to pull his classic, "I'll fucking kill you, ghost. You talking about my mom?" And then there's the conversation between Delta, Zeta, and Evan. And the simple words, "Everyone who's important is okay. Everyone who matters is okay. I thought you were all family. We're not." An easy mistake to make. On the way back, arriving down the street, there is Delta and Gamma. A face-off. And inside the house, Zeta. And Daniel. Daniel succumbing to a desire for blood that he cannot control, and the beast calls out. And Zeta simply says, Daniel, I need you, her voice quivering. But the growl that comes from Daniel is monstrous. His eyes wide as he tells her to get out, to leave. He doesn't want to hurt her, but he's losing control over himself. It is consuming him. But Zeta holds on. A conversation between Noah and Kappa. A little awkward, but that's to be expected. I'd like to date you. Oh, clearly. It's a very cute relationship. Ji-hoon had invited his mom to bring food over for the guests. She's bringing along his sister. But something calls out to Ji-hoon. Something tells him to get outside, to go find Gamma. A gut feeling, something pulling at him, and Kappa is outside, his stress very apparent. All kindreds are ticking time bombs, and yet Kappa believes Noah's different. Evan, Gamma, Delta, Ji-hoon. And Ji-hoon with his smart mouth can't help but tell Delta that she's a stinky dog. Tells Gamma exactly what he says all the time. Why are you dogs on my street? And Delta flips out. Gamma with his hands up, surrendering, in no mood to fight. I'm not gonna fight you, not tonight. Evan getting in the middle of the fight. Gamma showing no sign of violence, but Delta is slamming her fists into his stomach and knees Gamma in the face. And the simple words, the simple thing that causes a turn of events. If they knew who you really were, worthless, useless space of air, that thing is an outcast, and you let hundreds die at its hands, at the hands of a monster. And then pointing at Ji-hoon, Magnus's fucking little pet. And Delta finally breaks as the rage bleeds away and misery. He killed my mom, and you let him. And they found my little brother in her blood. Delta's simple words, Evan's look of hatred, Ji-hoon's expression of there's gotta be more. And at the house, Daniel's taking a shower, hiding clothes in toilet tanks. Amma, Ji-hoon's mom, is making food, getting everything together. Sigma arrives, and the important phrase, something to keep in mind for this story. Because Magnus is finding people who are important, and he's turning them. And it's bigger than just the pack. And everyone needs to come together. And so we're left. We're left with the party in different places. Some in the living room, some in the kitchen, some on the patio, some down the street. Waiting for the story to be told. And so I leave it here. The wolves are bound to their families, to their past, to their rage, and us, the kindred, bound in our unlife. This is Bound by Night. Back to you,
Wits and awareness, Jihoon.
Okay. Four successes.
Okay. You both are moving right along. You can see your house, and suddenly Gamma slows down so that a quarter step is one of yours, and you're pulling him, and then he just stops. When you glance back to inquire what the hell, you see that his eyes are misted over, and his Adam's apple is bobbing, and he's scrubbing at his face with his shoulder using the t-shirt. Kind of smear some of the dirt. It's on his forehead, down across his black eyebrows, one of which has a slashed scar through it. And he lets go of your hand, and he turns away.
What are you doing?
You watch as he lifts up the bottom of his t-shirt, and he rubs at his face, and he says, nothing, sorry,
Don't be an idiot.
It's kind of hard not to do.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm an idiot for you. And he turns and grins. And there was no semblance of any emotions. It's all hidden behind a smile.
You know, you pretend to be a good liar. You're not.
He suddenly closes the space between the two of you, and as romantic and intimate as this is, with four, you can smell him. Like earth and a little bit of sweat. It's not unpleasant. In fact, you are surprised you like it so much, Jihoon. And then underneath all of that, you can hear boop boop, boop boop, boop boop. And your eyes focus on the vein at his throat, the one that's just above his collarbone.
Jihoon would reach out his hand.
I'm not trying to lie. He takes your hand and he puts it on his chest.
What are you doing?
Permission granted. And he slides your hand across the rib cage so you can feel his heart.
What are you doing?
I just see it written in your eyes. If I'm honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I shouldn't. And he looks up towards your house and then back to you. But he's got your hand pressed to his chest still. I really shouldn't go to dinner.
You said you would come.
I will. Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, but Jihoon kind of looks down. Maybe you should take a shower. Maybe. I mean, I don't mind the way you smell, but just I don't know, it's my mom. I want you to meet her. Right? We're friends, right?
He nods and lets go of your hand, takes a step back, turns around and then like lifts his arm and like kind of opens his shirt a little and breathes in.
I didn't say it smelled bad.
Do you have a hose? You could just... I don't have any extra clothes. Hold on. He takes his
Do you
shirt
think
off
you-
right there in front of you. All right. Does his shirt smell bad? I could... You have bushes, right?
You can just go in through my window. You've been in there before. I left the window open for
Right.
you, remember?
Right. Okay. And he hands you a shirt.
I don't know how you... Just... Can you get me up there, too?
Yes. And he kind of gets the smirk. Yes, I can. And he turns around and he kind of like squats a little and is like, come on, get on. I think he's giving you a
What?
feedback. Get on. And you can keep my shirt
is
since
this-
you like my smell. I'll just borrow one of yours. Sound good?
Okay. Jihoon gets on his back. Just don't drop me, okay?
I won't drop you.
Fine.
And he like adjusts and you feel his hands on your thighs and he gets you settled and he just starts walking. He smells real good.
Jihoon would tuck his face into his neck by instinct and take a really deep breath in.
Yep. Hey, you keep doing
Yeah.
that and I'm gonna have a problem.
What do you mean?
Let's just say everything's gonna rise to the occasion.
I don't get it. Is that some kind of joke?
A little of a naughty one, yeah.
I still don't get it. I can stop if you don't like it.
He just kind of chuckles a little bit. No, I think it's great. It's gonna embarrass you when I turn around. Okay, keep holding on. And he like kind of humps across the humping you up higher on his hips and then across the yard really fast around the side to your window. He looks up. Okay, lock your ankles around my waist.
Okay, but you have to be quiet, okay? Just
I promise.
they're already in the house.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. I promise.
Okay, there's a shower in my room.
Yeah,
You can. Okay.
I can use your shampoo and stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of fun. And he starts climbing up the side of your house like you weigh nothing.
Well, God, please don't drop me.
Just hold on. I got you. I got you.
He like pulls closer. Like he literally is like gripping for his life.
Roll strength and athletics.
tight. Okay. The things he's so not good at. A 1 success.
Okay. You do begin to slip. And as you begin to slip, his hand, one arm, like squeezes the siding of your house, breaking like the siding, putting his fingers into it and his claws. And he reaches behind, cupping your booty, and then swings you around so you're in front of him nose to nose. Now, I'll fix your siding. I'll fix
Your
it.
hand.
Yeah, I'll fix
Your
it. Sorry.
the other hand.
Oh, this one? And he like wiggles his fingers on your back pockets.
You shouldn't do that.
Why not?
What's wrong? Just get into the fucking house.
He smiles and then finishes climbing up. And then he just lays on your floor with you underneath him. And
What are you doing?
he puts his face in your neck and is like, I just need a minute.
What are you doing?
Smelling.
Me?
Yeah, shh.
Do I smell bad?
You smell really good. Just give me a minute. And he like noodles himself around you.
Are you gonna like bite me or something?
doesn't say another word. But he does hold you there, and you can hear your mom and everyone else in your house.
What if somebody comes in?
Is your door locked?
I don't know.
Just be quiet then. Shh, don't say anything.
My mom's here, though.
It's okay. What she doesn't know won't hurt her, right?
But this is inappropriate.
Yeah, I told you shouldn't have let me in. And then you invited me in your room.
You've been here before.
But now I'm invited. And he, like, push-up positions himself over you. And you're still, like, holding on to his shirt.
What are you doing?
He makes eye
Gemma, what are you
contact
doing?
with you as he lowers himself so you're nose to nose. There's just heat rolling off of him. And then he very gently and very delicately kisses your forehead. And he pulls back with a big old smile. You can keep my shirt, by the way. And he hops up and offers you a hand.
Oh, why did you do that?
Because I like you.
You don't even know me.
I know. Crazy, right? His hand's still offered. But I'm gonna
He
use your...
puts his hand out.
He pulls you up, so you guys are nose to nose again. But I'm gonna use your shower and your soap.
Okay. You don't need to tell me that. You could just go and do it. I already told you it was fine.
But now you're thinking about it, right?
What? Thinking about what?
He just grins. Man, you're so innocent.
Is that a bad thing?
I love it.
Am I supposed to be thinking about something?
If you want. Is it okay if I borrow your shirt? And he takes a step back, headed towards your bathroom.
Do you want me to pick one out for you?
Please.
Okay. I have I hope they fit. I mean, usually they're pretty big on me, but they'll look good on you, I guess.
He just smiles. And he disappears into your bathroom.
Jihoon goes into his closet. He has like a big black t-shirt, one that he usually wears underneath his hoodies. It's oversized, very K-pop style. It's like definitely oversized for Jihoon anyways. Because he's so small. And he'll just have it neatly folded. And he'll bring out a towel as well. And he's just gonna knock on the door and be like, I have a shirt here and a towel. Do you need shorts or pants or something else?
Okay.
Just kind of says
you
through the
knock,
door.
knock, knock, the door just opens because he didn't latch it.
He's not gonna, he's gonna keep his eyes down. He's like, Gemma?
You hear the water turn on. He gets in.
Do you need anything else? I'm just gonna put these on the cupboard here, okay?
You hear the shower curtain shh, and he sticks his head out. What'd you say?
Do you need anything else? Jihoon is looking down, not trying not to make eye contact. I have a towel and a shirt. Do you need shorts or something?
No. Shirt's great. Towel's even better, thanks.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it right here, okay?
You don't have
I'm
to
not
be
looking
so
at
polite.
promise.
You can look.
I don't think that's appropriate. It's fine. And Jihoon's just gonna rush in and just put it down and then cover his eyes. I'm sorry for. Just hurry up, okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be outside.
It is only when you close the door behind you that everything that just happened sort of catches up with you. It was a lot of visual, a lot of smell, a lot of hearing, being so close to him. You could hear his heartbeat, hear the like rush of wind through his lungs as he climbed. You're pretty sure the first time you met him, he didn't have that big of a scar down his chest. But he has one now. And a myriad of bruises, scrapes.
Ji-hoon's gonna sit at the edge of his bed with his hands in his head in his hands, his knees up, and he's just gonna. There's like a look on his face that's kind of a pained expression. Like, what the hell's going on? What happened? And the fact that, like, everything in his own house is a disaster and everything's falling apart. It's just. There's a lot to take in.
Roll a resolve and composure for me.
Sure. That's 5 successes.
With 5 successes, you manage not to spiral into any agitation as your brain starts working on the puzzle of everything that's been going on, of the ramifications, the hints, all of the stacks and piles of could-be's, what's going on, like from work, the work party that's coming up, to what happened at Go-Go Daddy's, just all of it. But you roll high enough that you don't panic. Even though you get that skin-wrapped tight feeling and your toes begin to ache because you're like clenching them so hard. You find that you have to like pop your neck to relieve some of the pressure. And maybe it's because you're comforted because you hear your mom's voice. And you hear your sister and their typical back and forth. And there's someone speaking very bad Korean, just abysmal. And your mom keeps chuckling at any jokes that this person's trying to make. It doesn't quite sound like Daniel. Maybe it's the Max guy. You're not sure which one it is. But one of them is trying to play host to your family. And for you, that means something.
I think Ji-hoon would be chewing on his bottom lip. Even though he knows that like his family's out there, it's like there's still a lot to take in. And the fact that he's not out there with his family, it feels rude. Feels like he should have been here first. He should have been the one to open the door to his mom. He should have been playing host. He's just grateful that somebody's there, but at the same time, it feels wrong that he's not. And then he's got some fucking strange guy in his bathroom. Somebody's like, I like you. And that's just impossible. He's a guy. And he's not spiraling, but he's definitely got a lot on his mind, and he's definitely chewing his bottom lip to the point where he'd probably chew it open.
Okay. What surprises you is it doesn't bleed. Unless you choose to rouse the blood.
Would that make him feel better? I wonder. Make him feel a little bit more human if it was normal?
He could try.
Okay, and how do I do that?
Rouse check.
Let's do that. Sure. How do I do that when not on the sheet, though?
Just
Do that with my... Is it a one hunger die?
Mm-hmm.
Success.
Okay, so your hunger doesn't increase as warmth floods your flesh, color returning to your pallid expression, and you do begin to bleed ever so slightly. Yeah, but with a swipe of your tongue, what's odd is that it heals the wounds, like immediately. Where you've chewed closes on its own.
I think he'd keep doing it over and over again. Break it open, lick it closed, break it open, lick it closed. It's almost like it's...
Like a ritual,
It's kind of,
almost.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really sure why it does that. It's not something he's experienced before, but he's at the same time, it's kind of that consistency, that same thing happening over and over again. It's comforting.
Roll another wits and awareness for me.
That is 6 successes.
Wow, very good.
That is literally success on every die. What the fuck?
Wow.
That was a really great roll. What the fuck?
Wow. Very, very faintly through the closed door and the cascade of water, there is a masculine hum that dances on the air. And you realize, as it draws you a little bit out of the spiral, that Gamma is very softly singing in your bathroom. Humming and then whispering the words. It doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard before. It's got a... Well, with a 6, it has a lullaby-like feeling to it.
Jihoon would get up and walk to the bathroom door. And I think he'd walk in and sit on the ground just listening.
Okay, as you open the door, the song dries up, and Gamma's like, you okay? Everything alright?
What were you singing? It was nice.
I wasn't really... I was just... Sorry.
No, I liked it. Sorry, I kind of walked in here. I didn't... Sorry, I'll leave.
You can stay if you want, but I'm almost done. You're probably not gonna like what you see.
Will you sing it again?
Sure.
Okay. And Jihoon's just gonna sit down and close his eyes.
And he starts to hum. And it's not in a language you exactly recognize. Then we'll do a small meanwhile here. Noah.
Yeah.
You haven't heard Kappa say anything in the last 10 minutes. He's just sitting quietly. He's moved over to the little bench out there, little seat. Maybe it's not a... Nope, he's just right where he is, knees tucked up, hugging. Just sitting. should probably go inside now, huh?
Only if you're ready. We don't have to.
Sorry, I kinda was such a baby.
You don't need to apologize for that.
He opens his mouth as if to speak several times. There's no sound. He scrubs at his face, takes his glasses off, wipes them off on his t-shirt, puts it back on, pulls his hair out of the low ponytail and then puts it back in.
Noah will pull out the phone that he's got on loan from Jihoon and open the notes section and just hand it to him. If it's too hard to say it out loud, but you want to say it.
He types out, "I know it's not masculine to cry. I hate feeling and acting like a baby. I just don't like seeing my sister hurting. And I don't like her hurting Gamma, even if I don't trust him."
Well, you don't have to worry about what I think when it comes to, like, crying, expressing emotion. Like, I think that whole men shouldn't cry thing is a load of crap. It's totally normal to, if you're sad or upset, it's okay to cry. I do it. There's nothing wrong with it.
He just types out, "I already hate how small I am. I don't want to feel weaker."
Emotions don't make you weak. In fact, I feel like letting yourself express them makes you stronger.
That
And
just...
it might
Good.
just be my opinion, but that's how I feel about it.
Roll a charisma and persuasion.
Okay. Let's see. 2.
All right, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
With 2, it's not bad. He just gives you a smile and says thanks.
Yeah. I just don't like, I don't know. I don't like listening. It makes me sad that you dislike yourself so much. 'Cause I really like you. can't be that bad. Well, we can sit here as long as you need.
He doesn't know exactly what to say. And his words, that were already dried up, seem to still. But he reaches across the distance. And then he leans his head on your shoulder. A few minutes later, without a word, he stands, hands you your phone back. Says we shouldn't be rude.
Yeah. Would have stood up at the same time. And when he takes the phone, he puts it in his back pocket. You ready?
He nods.
We take this door right into the kitchen. Looks like kind of the heat of battle in there. Or should we walk around and take the front door?
He motions probably the front door.
All right. Noah will gesture at the stairs, kind of like after you, but he doesn't actually say it.
He leads the way.
And he'll follow suit.
And just a quick meanwhile there. Evan.
Mm-hmm.
She has not let you go. And her face is also now covered in wet, sort of pilling up flour. It's all over her cheeks. Her mascara, even though it's waterproof, is kind of pilling and smudging under her eyes because she keeps wiping them. She hasn't let you go. For the most part, you're hidden from street view because of all the foliage. But it's not a perfect hiding spot.
He'd probably just kind of like pull her head into his chest a little bit more and just like kind of try and comfort her, pat the back, shoulders, that kind of thing.
Okay. She stays like that for a while. And then all at once, her sniffles evaporate. She straightens her shoulders, looks at you, gets this weird, almost sinister grin, and says, we look like garbage. And she touches your cheek. Yeah. We look like, we're the best crackheads around.
I mean, that's a low bar to beat, though. He kind of says while he's shrugging a little bit, trying to interject a little humor into it.
Is it? Because I feel like it's quite the achievement. You know? Just like, you gotta be really, and at that moment, the sprinkler systems turn on at the same time, and both of them begin to pelt the two of you from the house on the left and the house on the right, like an umbrella and a spray overhead. And she starts to laugh.
You would happen to have any soap with you?
Fresh out. Gone. I mean, we could break into someone's house, I guess. Holy hell. The past
He'd
24
kinda-
hours.
Or he'd kind of get his hand wet and like kind of wipe some of the flour off her face.
She just kind of scoffs and chuckles at the same time. Is it helping?
Do you want what you want to hear, or do you want the truth?
Just tell me I'm pretty.
Oh, you are definitely pretty.
Thank you.
Flower and all.
Thank you. I feel a lot better.
Hearing her voice crack, he pulls her back in.
There's a few more tears as this sprinkler systems just go to town. When she pulls back, she's, are we just gonna keep standing here? Should we move? My underwear is now wet.
He kind of looks like he wants to say something, and just grabs her hand and pulls her. Yeah, let's get out of the sprinklers, I guess.
Where do you go? Where do you lead her?
Initially just out of the line of fire. They kind of stop and I guess we could go back to the house. But
I can't leave without Zeta. And I need to make sure I didn't fuck up Kappa's friendship with his friend. I don't usually lose my temper like that. I'm not usually... I don't know. And she hugs herself and turns away. Roll an insight and intelligence, Evan.
That is 5.
You know there's more she's not telling you? But this just confirms it. The stiff body language, closing in, the way that she scans the street like she's looking for danger. And then the way she glances back at you even, with that almost a wry, toxic little smile of hers. Sort of like the Spy Family smug grin.
He kind of reach out and grab her arm and pull her back towards him a little bit. And you don't have to tell me everything right now. Just one day, okay?
Her expression rearranges. I have a lot of... Look, and she, like, gets distracted by your chest for a minute because your shirt's wet. And she squeezes it and it's like...
I mean, I'm just as wet as you are for once.
I could be wetter. And she kind of gives you a look.
He does the little, like, eyebrow smolder thing.
That makes her cackle a little. You know what? Let's not dwell on it. Let's go get my sister and make sure things are fine, right? Apologize
Yeah.
to little Korean savage, and great. Then we can go. And we can see about being naked later. Perfect plan. I don't want to be sad anymore. I'm done.
Sounds like a good plan.
Did you know that I fought in my underwear so I didn't ruin my clothes? And bawling, I just ruined my clothes. Standing there, bawling, has literally ruined my tank top and my bolero. And, well, I guess it's kind of like a cardigan, but it's got the nice little, like, tie here, and it's all lace. You know. Great. Okay.
Can we get it dry cleaned?
I don't know. When it dries, it's probably going to shrink, and then I'll feel fat, and then that'll be just another thing on top of everything that's happened in my past 24 hours. Great.
Hey, we can go shopping. I think Noah needs new clothes too.
You know what? He does. He needs a new jacket, and we were going to invite my
Here,
brother.
let's take his friend too.
Ji-hoon?
No, the other one.
Oh. My brother.
Yeah.
Okay, phew. I mean, we could take Ji-hoon. Oh my god. I shouldn't have said it like that.
Well, I mean, the stuff he said.
Who calls someone a dog? Who cares what anyone is? That's so rude. I'm not a dog.
Evan kind of shrugs a little bit.
And she points. You think I'm a dog?
No, I'm just. Who cares? I was kind of agreeing with you.
Squints. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have you know I'm not a dog.
I mean, I could call you a good girl like a dog, though.
Ooh. Don't even change the subject. You're just trying to not get in trouble. I see you.
He just kind of smirks at that.
And she starts marching, and it's totally the wrong way.
Dell, it's the other way?
Huh? Oh.
Is that way? He kind of just points up the street.
Right. You lead the way.
Oh, you just want to watch me walk, don't you?
Well, I mean, you did say you would call me a good girl.
Oh, well then.
So.
Maybe later.
Oh, 100%. If you think you're going to get away from my onslaught,
Does she walk up to him?
Oh, yeah.
He pats her head as she comes up.
She just rolls her eyes at you, takes your hand, and is like, this way?
Yeah, let me walk in front. I'll even saunter for you a little bit.
Okay, we'll do it slowly.
He does the most ridiculously slow motion saunter. It takes like 3 minutes to take 3 steps.
Okay, my sides. Too much laughter. It's cold now. I'm cold. Come back.
He'll step back and then just grab her hand and pull her with him.
With the mood much lighter, and Dell sort of sweeping things back where they belong in her fiery red-headed mind, she does start to shiver, and you're about the quarter of the way to Ji-hoon's, and she's very cold.
Do you want my wet shirt?
I don't think that'll
I
help.
have an undershirt. on under it. But you have to wear the bow tie. The bow tie is what makes this outfit.
I'm not wearing the bow tie.
What?
You can keep your bow
He
tie.
looks offended at that.
You can keep the bow tie. I'm not wearing it.
Okay.
Just because you look handsome in it doesn't mean anyone else can pull it off.
Fair point. He kind of nods when he's saying that.
So, before we get to Ji-hoon's place, what's your sleeping plans? Are you just gonna go back to your place?
I stayed here last night,
Oh,
but he seems kind
Oh,
of
that's
weird
right.
about his space.
yeah. Well,
I slept in the closet like a creep, though.
weird. Why? Do I want to know?
Privacy.
Oh, did you fit? Was it a large? Does he have
Yeah,
large
was it-
closets?
He does. You'd love them.
Oh. Well, what about the rest of his house? Is it nice? Like, in your opinion?
He kind of does the so-so motion. He hasn't seen like all of the house to really have an opinion. Just the main areas.
Does he have plants?
I don't recall if he has plants. He doesn't seem like the kind who'd really keep a lot of plants unless they're outdoors.
Oh. Oh, then maybe he's not so bad. And she huddles in closer to you as you continue forward. We're definitely going to need to figure out how to get dry.
Yeah, and clothes too.
I thought you always had some with you in your trunk.
I do, but I don't know how many more I have. I know I gave Noah my gym clothes.
Shit.
I do have a spare set of your clothes though.
You do?
Unless you took those out.
Which clothes of mine?
I don't know, you had like a small bag that you kept in my car, I think.
Oh. I mean, I could
Or-
wear that. If it's still there. And then she hits your arm and says, "You're it," and she takes off running.
He'd kind of raise his eyebrow, whatever. She goes, I could wear that, and then chases after her when she starts running.
Are you going to try and beat her to the car?
No, he'd let her win.
Okay. At the car, she's like, "Boom! You owe me only wearing bow tie time." Thank you.
I mean, I have no qualms with that. He like raises his hands in defeat when she saying that.
And she just like quickly taps the trunk of your car, like da-da-da-da-da-da.
It does one of those little like angry beeps before the alarm actually goes off.
Okay.
And then he just pulls out the keys and unlocks it.
So everyone in the house will hear that. Good. Okay. All right. She rifles through and then she gets in the trunk and says, "Cover for me, Porkins."
He does like a silly little stance, like one of the people who will like actually provide cover.
Okay. And she like starts to wiggle out of her clothes, literally right there,
Oh,
like hunkered in the trunk, like trying to hide. Yep. And we're gonna meanwhile right there. Daniel.
Mm,
Hey.
hey.
Remind me where you were? Weren't you in the doorway because Sigma just handed you like a
Yeah, he just played me to get into the house. I'm now holding all of the supplies.
cool? Yeah.
Like,
When he
literally mid-sentence.
okay.
Son of a bitch.
Cool. Let's move. Let's here. You're right here. She's still there. Let's just get this big boy. He's over here. Perfect. And he's like, "Great, man, it smells really good in here." And then him and Max make eye contact. And he points, and then Max points. And then Jihu's mom cuts in between the two of them. And she looks at Sigma. And he raises his hand, like, "Hi." She puts her hands on her hips and then says, "Are you here for dinner?" Yeah, I'm part of the crew. I'm a part of the French. I brought some snacks though. You might like them. I got them from my favorite place. Hey Daniel, why don't you bring those over here? He starts buttoning up his vest that was wide open.
How much stuff am I holding exactly?
A lot. Like you're holding like 3 like very large brown paper sacks that have just like
Surprised the bags haven't like blown a hole in them.
they're just like filled with Korean food, and there's like extra like loose Korean snacks,
Dude,
corn
how
dogs,
much?
fries, you know. What?
How much did you drink?
Yeah, well, I bought snacks for everybody. I mean, I don't want to insult your dinner or nothing. I'm assuming. I mean, I can smell it. It smells really good. I'm a big fan. And he says the Korean name of the dish, and she kind of nods, like, "Oh, wow, yeah, a big. It's his favorite kind of meal." And the young girl is still staring at Sigma with a flush on her face, and he's like buttoned the vest all the way up to his throat. Put it back on, buttoned it up.
Where exactly did they want me to set this stuff down?
Probably somewhere on the counter. Jean's
Okay,
mom would motion. And then she would
I
ask
will-
you, Daniel, where's
Mhm.
my son?
Let's see. He'll do it in unless he asks in English, I'll just keep it in English.
Okay.
Last I remember, he was getting himself ready.
She just glances around, and Zeta like waves awkwardly, like, hi.
Daniel will put on maybe a little bit of a slight forced smile. Not so much. He's trying to do his best to not let the stress and the hunger that is very actively in the back of his brain get in his way.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say out to Zeta, "Well, don't be shy. Come over and say hello."
She carefully stands, but her legs are still super stiff. But Sigma like segues and like puts out his arm, and she grabs onto it. He's pretty smooth. And then he helps her over, and introductions are made. And then I need you to roll a wits and awareness for me, Daniel.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let me go look at my dice pool. Wits and awareness,
Mhm.
right? Wits and awareness.
Yep.
Wits and awareness. Oh, God, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I don't like this. Damn, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
What do you mean? Just roll.
Over half my dice pool is red, but okay. Okay, that's not bad. Get not bad. 4 successes, surprisingly.
Okay. With a 4. There are a few things that you notice. The first thing is driven by your hunger. Jimin, the young girl, her heartbeat has accelerated, and she's like moving so that she can like watch Sigma, but is trying not to like be seen. And you can hear the blood rushing and the heartbeat fluttering. Like she absolutely thinks he's handsome but bandsome. And Sigma, she doesn't exactly exist beyond like that initial hey. So that's the first thing you notice. Second thing that you notice is that Max and Sigma look at each other, and Sigma's like, nice to see you again. And Max is like, wish I could return the nice to see it again, but it's not. And Sigma smirks and is like, don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anybody your dirty secrets, unless you make me. And he helps Zeta over to the table. And Max is just like, you fucking piece of shit.
Max, why don't you come over and help me get everything sorted over here? He's trying to keep the hostilities
Right.
non-existent
Right.
as best he can.
Otherwise, could trigger you, could be horrible.
Yeah.
And at that point, while all this is happening, Daniel, the sliding door here open, or no, it doesn't open. These two come around to the front, and there's a knock, knock, knock.
Before we go inside, though, I do like lean over and whisper to Kappa. I'm like, "What's Ji-hoon's last name? Do you know?"
Kappa nods. He tells you.
I just want to be able to call his mom, like
Mrs.
blah, not like, "Hey, Ji-hoon's mom."
Miss is, I think it would be Miss, because his first name's Seong, right? Like,
Song is the last name, but
Okay.
the thing is that he has his dad's last name, and
Not his
mom
mom's.
usually they usually keep their maiden name.
It's like, I'm just gonna stick with ma'am.
You call her, you would like call her like Miss or like Madam, but like in Korean. That's also a possibility if Kappa knows.
I don't think he would. He would just probably say you could call her ma'am or miss.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds easiest. Not really good at those pronunciations. So good. And yeah, then we knock and go in, yeah? Should we wait or should we just knock and go in?
Kappa has no idea. He's like panicking.
Yeah, we'll just knock and go in. I mean, everyone else knows we're here, right?
Okay, he nods.
Okay.
So it's like
We knocks and
click, click,
we
click.
go in.
All right.
Oh, hey!
Hi, we're here. Kappa doesn't
Yeah.
say anything. Is too panicked.
If nobody else goes out to immediately greet them, Daniel will say to Max quickly, "Take over, go fast. Be right back." And he will head out of the kitchen into the living room and say, "Oh, no, perfect timing. You're just in time."
Yeah. I'm just changing to some slippers here, right?
Kappa nods. Yeah. And Jihoon's mom is female Jihoon, essentially. Small, impressive, looks smart. Comes around the corner, squints at the two of you, smiles at Kappa, gives him a little appreciative nod, and then just motions at you. Like, come on.
Oh, sorry, I was just throws the slippers on really quick. Make sure not to keep her waiting. Hi, miss.
She
I'm
just
Noah.
motions for you to sit at the table,
I'm gonna get at the
and
table.
you get to be put right across from Sigma.
Oh, good.
And he's like, "Oh, hey Noah, what's up?"
He just raises a hand. Like, hey.
Nice to meet you for the second time ever.
The second time ever.
Yeah, what are the odds?
And Kappa like looks at you, Noah, and then looks at Sigma.
Internally, Noah's like, shut up!
Now that they're in the kitchen, Daniel will head back and continue assisting Max with all the supplies.
Yep, Max is like just breathing through his nose and is like, "Where the fuck is everybody?" Badly speaking Korean at the mom, like, "Everything's fine, don't worry. My name is Max." And she's like, "You said that like 12 times." He's like, "I know, I'm nervous."
I'm assuming Daniel cannot smell what's actually being cooked, right?
He
Is
can't.
that, is that something?
He can smell what's being cooked.
Okay.
It's
What kind
several different dishes, but most of it's like already been cooked. It's just like they're preparing like some rice and then some really, really thin papers, and there's like a sauce that she's literally simmering and making right then and there.
Sigma said the name of the dish, right? What was it called?
What?
I think we requested kimbap.
There's probably kimbap. There's probably a shit ton of like food. She's got like she's got everything. Yeah, most likely she's
Crab.
pulled at stocks. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
lots of banchan.
Uh,
Banchan just like the side dishes.
Okay. Daniel will see the kimbap, and then he will speak in Korean. Oh my goodness, is that kimbap?
Oh, so fancy.
Holy crap! I haven't.
Max
had that in
Max
years.
head like whips around to you like, you bitch. Like the look he's giving you is like, you fucking bitch. You mean you can speak Korean the whole goddamn time and your bitch ass didn't fucking say shit until now? You piece of shit. And it's just all in the eyes. It is a silent tether, a blazing hatred and glory.
Daniel does not give a fuck. He just looks at him and says, "Yell at me later." Literally, that's what his eyes say. Yell at me later. I don't give a fuck.
And Jihoon's mom is impressed. Jihoon's sister is like, kind of shakes out of the, like, sort of like reverent, like, wow, this man's so beautiful, to look at you. And she says, you have a weird accent. And her mom is like,
and
don't be
here's-
rude. She's like, it's the truth. It's
No,
not
that-
rude.
Well, she isn't wrong. Korean's not my first language, but
We know.
well, New York.
It's just her. It's just a sister. It's just her.
New York has a lot of Koreatowns, and surprisingly enough,
Oh, Danny,
quite-
you from New York, huh?
yes,
That's cool.
I do not. Yeah, I'm from the city that never sleeps.
So, Auntie, are you from, actually from Korea, yeah? It's pretty dope. Not gonna lie, I think it's cool. Korea's one of my favorite places. I mean, I like the food. I mean, I like all Asian food, but, you know, I just like food, I guess. But, like, Go-Go Daddy's, like, one of my favorite places ever. Like, the Korean corn dogs, man. And then the French fries, so phenomenal. Just great stuff. And this bulgogi, or, this beef, I don't know how they actually say it right, but it's good. I mean, it smells good. I didn't taste any. That would be rude to taste it before anybody else got a hold of it. So yeah, Danny, you speak really good Korean, huh?
Goddamn, why is it-
I mean, this is
Give me
great.
the
We're all
smile.
like one big kind of like family, like meeting up and eating together. That's
Give me
cool.
Give me the smile. Give me the smile.
Yeah, I
Smile.
like it. Hey, you seem kind of stressed. You all right?
God fucking damn it. Yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Nah, I'm just checking on you is all, because you're looking a little really pale around the face, you know? Like maybe you need to talk to somebody about something. Did something happen? And he kind of motion looks at you, like eyes Zeta, and then looks at you and his eyebrows lift. Because, I mean, somebody could have texted me and told me, you know, some things, but I just want to ask. And Max is just behind you, like, are you a fucking idiot? Like, making a motion at him. And then when Jihoon's
No.
mom turns around from the stove, like, everyone goes back to normal. And Jimin is like, what the actual fuck?
I mean, Daniel will actually play along for the conversation. He'll make it work. No, I've just been having some issues with my car lately. I
Oh.
cannot seem to figure out what's causing my engine to just give out after like second gear. I don't understand.
Oh, that's kind of weird. So it's like a consistent thing? Have you noticed like it happens like in a very specific environment, like when things are more cold? Maybe you out of gas?
Hmm. I think it has something. It might be something.
Maybe out
with
of
the
gas.
fuel.
Nova actually kind of chuckles a little bit.
Well, I doubt it's out of gas, but might be something up with the fuel injectors. I'm not sure.
Oh no, fuel injectors. That can get kind of expensive. You might
Yeah,
want
don't
to.
remind me.
I mean,
I'm
your
really
car
hoping
is still
that's not
safe
the
to
case.
like have around regular people, right?
Can I roll in insight into
Sure.
what exactly
Yeah.
Sigma's trying
Go
to?
ahead. Jimin is like,
I
this
don't-
is the weirdest conversation, and she gets up and is like, I'm going to go get my brother.
Daniel's trying to make it normal, and Sigma's fucking about as settled as a fucking brick wall right now. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, this will be mom right here, and this will be the sister who is like, I'm going to get my brother.
You said wits and insight or intelligence and insight?
Wits and insight.
Okay, then I was right. That's another 4.
You think he's asking, are you gonna kill these people, or do you need to go for a tune-up and go eat actual what you can eat? Like that's like he's literally like that's he's like I gotta fucking take you out. You gonna ruin family dinner or you gonna murder people? You know.
Sh- um, hmm. How would Daniel like respond without actually responding?
Like I mean, is your car like safe to drive? You know, should you go make sure it's parked somewhere safe? You know. Let me squints at you a little bit. Zeta's just like rubbing her temples, like, oh my god, this is such an obvious thing, but I'm trying not to like, oh my god.
Should be fine, as long as, I don't give it too much gas.
Oh, you just gotta go steady. Go, daddy, steady. All right.
Yeah, more or less slow and steady. And it should be fine. At least I'd like get it somewhere where I feel more comfortable taking the engine apart.
Gotcha. So we just gotta. I'll help you out after dinner. I'll help you out. Cause you're my friend, Danny. I help you out.
That makes Daniel like narrow his eyes a little bit at him.
This dinner is gonna be so great, Auntie. I can't wait. And she's like, you're very polite. I like that. And he's like, yeah, there's a lot of things about me to like. Right, Noah?
Well,
I
those
don't
two are
know.
talking. Those two are talking fast. Can I look at what exactly the ingredients are being used in the kimbap? He's try.
Yeah, it's everything
Daniel
that's
can't-
in the Discord that's been posted. That's pretty much what it is.
Oh, I didn't notice. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, holy moly. I'm so
Daniel's trying
hungry
to-
looking at all this.
Daniel's trying, because obviously Daniel can't eat food, so he's trying to find a way to not eat the food without appearing rude.
In kimbap, you're gonna have spam, crab, cucumber, egg, carrot, fish cake, and probably like sesame seeds. And usually the rice has sesame oil in it for sweetness.
Let me see. Sesame. You said sesame seeds? Okay, that gives Daniel something to work with. Given his medical experience, he would probably be aware that some people are allergic to sesame seeds, or at least some of the proteins in the sesame seeds. So he'll keep that in mind when it comes time for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just try to keep acting natural as best you can.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me. Acting. Just kidding. Roll.
Oh God.
You're gonna have to roll performance though, and charisma.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Noah, you as well. Especially when you're
Well,
like,
that's
I wouldn't know.
That is
no.
unfortunate. That is unfortunate, DM. You know why?
Why?
I have 0 performance.
Cool. I'm here for it. Roll well.
Yeah.
This is
I
gonna
also
fucking.
have zero
This,
performance.
I'm scared now because my entire dice pool is only hunger die. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. I will not risk a blood surge.
I'm sorry.
won't.
This is a charisma and
Yep,
performance.
Yep, charisma and performance.
Oh well, I don't have performance.
Yes, welcome to the club. That's
Ooh,
actually not bad.
That's good.
That was actually
That's
wow.
good.
Okay. It could honestly be worse. That was not bad. 3 successes.
Okay, and
I got a 2,
All
which
right.
is
You-
the highest I can get without critically.
you managed to keep things mostly not tactically exploding left and right. What you don't see is that Jihoon's mom just decides that all of you are strange. But Jihoon's sister absolutely thinks you're all like hella weird and is walking across the living room and then like loudly knocks on her brother's door and is like, Jihoon, and then opens it up and is like, your friends are, and she gasps. But before we see what's happening there, oh no, you put yourself back in the bathroom. What do you mean? What do I mean? We go back outside to Delta, who is stepping out into this tiny little white dress. She's not wearing any underwear under it, and she's got slippers on. And she's like, as long as I don't bend, you can't tell, right? Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Is it bad? Should I put on the wet underwear?
I'd just bleed through though, wouldn't it?
It's a cotton white dress. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so you just have like this wet outline of your underwear, so.
All right. Commando it is. No bra. Here we go. It's freezing. I'm ready to go inside. What is Evan wearing? After the sprinkler attack.
Oh, he is just like head to toe soaked. He's wearing like a white dress shirt with like a gray or white undershirt.
Does he have anything
bow
to change
tie?
into extra?
I don't know if he would, because he did give Noah the other clothes.
Roll for me a d10. Just roll a d10 for me.
An 8.
Okay. You do have an Hawaiian shirt, but it is dirty. But it's dry. But it's also a Hawaiian shirt. And with your wet dress slacks? Oh. It's up to you.
Does it pass the sniff test?
I mean, it's okay. It's like right on the verge of not being okay.
He'd probably have some cologne or something in the car, so he'd probably put it on and then just like bathe in that real quick.
Okay. Delta's like finger combing her hair in the passenger like window. Just like braids it really quick. The both of you look like you've been swimming. But you try your best.
He kind of looks over at Delta. How do I look? And then he like slicks back his hair with his hands.
Delicious.
Should I put the bow tie on with this?
Oh my god. You and their bow ties. Might as well.
He grabs it and he slides it into his pocket. Obviously where she could see him doing that.
She just... The fake exasperation, like, oh god. You know, just kind of the flirty fun. And then she starts walking backwards up to the house. And then when she turns, you get a good flash of cheek and little dress. As long as no one's downwind of her, it'll be fine.
When did you buy that dress again? I'm not complaining because I'm loving the view, but
You're loving the view because there's nothing blocking the view. I got it from the thrift store a while ago.
You caught me there.
Thrift store.
Which one?
The little one like St. Clair's. Near the arcade.
Oh, that one has some awesome vintage clothes.
Yeah. I know this one's a little small, but it's alright. We're fine. We're just freezing. Come on.
Hearing that, he like rushes up to get with her.
So at the front door, go ahead and move your token. She's like, I'm just not gonna sit on anything.
Yeah, that would be advised. Maybe.
Right.
Also, there's this guy Maddox. He had some information I needed, so yeah, he might call me some things.
What do you mean he's gonna call you some things? Like what?
He wants to be my Twinkie.
Oh. She just gives you the side eye, like, weird. Do you want him to be your Twinkie?
He kind of shrugs, like, either way is fine.
Okay, well, let's at least meet him first. And then she's gonna motion for you to do the door. At this point, your slacks are no longer dripping, but they are damp. And anytime the wind touches them, it's quite chilly, though as a kindred, it doesn't really feel that horrible. Doesn't really bother you at all, actually. It's like, huh, okay. It's a mild irritant at best.
Yeah, like before he knocks or anything, like Evan rolls his shoulders, everything, and like loosens up a little bit, like. And then he just taps on the door, just 2 quick knocks.
Okay, everyone hears the ding ding.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Noah. You're such a stand-up guy.
Yeah. Then I go get the door.
Okay.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hey Noah.
Come on in.
How's everything been here?
You know, I just got back inside myself a little bit ago. It's going okay. I don't know where June is though.
Is there anything we need to know? Like what happened while I was gone? Oh, the thing followed me, by the way.
Good.
The thing?
We'll talk about that
Oh.
after
yeah.
Jihoon's mom and sister are not here.
Oh.
Because they're here.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, Jihoon's mom is in the kitchen.
Delta just says, fuck.
And Jihoon's sister went and knocked on Jihoon's door. So, yeah, anyway, put slippers on. I'll meet you in the kitchen.
We kind of need to dry off a little bit. He kind of gestures to his slacks, to the fact that Delta's just wearing the little dress.
Yeah, the dress is a little bit see-through. Just a little bit. It's like, oh. We were assaulted by a sprinkler.
Several times it won the battle.
Yeah, we didn't just stand in it like idiots.
You definitely did.
She just sighs.
I mean, guilty as charged?
I don't know. I mean, there's a bathroom across the way. There's probably towels in there. But I don't have any clothes or anything. I mean, I'm wearing Evan's extra clothes.
You look good in them, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, do you want me to go get you some towels really quick?
Maybe at least a jacket for Dell.
A jacket.
I mean, I'm fine with being wet, but
Let me go see if there are any jackets in the guest closet.
okay, we'll put on slippers.
Make its way to the guest closet.
And Evan will kind of like do the one finger thing to Dell. He'll take her shoes off and put slippers on so she doesn't have to bend over, and then he'll do his.
Okay. She's like, thanks. Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't remember. Are there any clothes in the guest closet, or is it just boxes of wires?
It's up to Sly.
In the guest closet?
Yeah.
There's like the fold-out beds, and there's probably like a house coat of sorts. Like there's like guest house coats. You know what I mean? Like they're like yeah. There's probably not any clothes. Maybe
Right.
yeah, just some house coats probably.
Go grab one of those and bring it back. Like, this is the closest I found.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, here you go. Anything
he'll-
else before I
he'll
go
take
back
it
to
in.
the kitchen?
What's his mom's name and his sister's name?
I didn't really have the chance to ask. There is a lot of talking, and she's very high mom energy, like very like I just did what I was told and sat down. I'm gonna be honest. Kappa told me our last name, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. I just called her Miss, and I haven't talked to the sister yet. It's super awkward in there, man.
Oh,
But you're smooth, so you'll probably be fine.
I'm just gonna make it more awkward. But that's my specialty.
Are you? Oh,
So Delta
Damn.
puts on one of these house jackets. Is it long?
Yeah, it's like up to your knees kind of thing.
Oh, okay. She's like, oh, phew, perfect.
that's good, because she's gonna make you sit down. And sitting in that dress without that would have been spicy.
She just like tilts her head. Why would it be spicy?
Because I see how short that is.
Hmm.
I'm not blind. Jeez.
Evan just kind of laughs when this conversation's going on, just chuckles.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Kappa because I left him at the table with Zeta and Sigma.
Oh, do you like my shirt, by the way? Or is it too much for this occasion?
Nah, I love it. Actually,
It's like the bright, like neon wave, like 80s style with like pink and yellow and like little pineapples and pine trees or
Yeah.
palm trees all over it.
2 thumbs up. I love that.
All right, man of style.
All right, I'll meet you in there.
All right.
Okay, as you head back, you come back to Sigma being like, so when did you guys meet? Oh, yeah? How long you guys been hanging out? You just friends? And Kappa's like, yeah, we're just friends. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Didn't know you had friends. It's cool that you do. I just wanted to verify. I know we went over all of this in the trailer and everything, but I feel like we were really heated because we didn't know where this one was. And he pats Zeta. I'm happy for you. He seems like a really great guy, and that's when you come back in.
Oh, sit down. Who's a great guy?
Kappa just sort of like butts against you with his shoulder gently, and Sigma gives you a smile. And the smile is sad. You're
Good.
just a good guy. I can't wait to eat. Man, I hope Jimin gets her, what's the word for brother in Korean? And Jihoon's mom just says, Oppa. Yeah. I can't wait. Thank you so much. You're such a nice host. This is great. And she motions for Max to come sit, and she motions for Daniel to sit. I'll put Max here. She's like finishing getting everything ready. Does Evan and Delta come in?
Yeah, Evan would come in and see Sigma. He'd be like, the glizzy god! And then finger guns.
And he's like, hey! That's a nickname, but you shouldn't use it in front of Auntie. We gotta be respectful adults here. The vest is buttoned up. This means we're not open for business right now. I mean, the vest is closed. Yeah, it's been a long day. But hey, your house is good. Your house is good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. It's great. And Daniel's car here, it's safe to be parked. Don't worry. Everything's alright.
Daniel might let Salt out a slightly forced chuckle.
Oh, did you lock the door on your way out, by the way?
Yep, I got the door all locked. Don't worry. Everything is good. Everything is like Fort Knox.
That's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy. Good with, screwdrivers and stuff.
Evan stops himself, and like Del would hear him be like respectful.
And she just pats your thigh under the table like, yes. Okay, meanwhile. He pulls the towel into the shower with him and dries off in there. And then he steps out. Jihoon, why don't you go ahead and describe to our viewers what your sister sees? As she's like, Oppa! And then she's like,
Jihoon has his hand on Gamma's chest where the big scar was. And the other hand, his thumb is kind of like rubbing across Gamma's lip where it was split open and touching all the cuts on his face. And he's really close. He's kind of like breathing him in. And he's really close to Gamma. And you could just like he was having a conversation previously with him talking about how he smelt. And his curiosity got the better of him. And he's right up. He's right about there. Do I need to describe more?
nope. She's just staring in stunned silence.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Oppa! What are you doing?
It's not what it looks like. Oh
and
my
then
God.
in Korean, she's like, there's a naked man in your bathroom.
He had to take a
What are
Nothing.
you doing? Is this why you were late? Is this why you made Mom wait?
Don't tell. Yeah, please don't tell Mom. It's not what it looks like.
She gives both of you the eye. Why is he naked?
He was in the shower. I was just giving him a towel.
Hi,
Fuck.
says Gamma. And she's like, shh, don't talk.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just oh fuck.
And then he just casually backs up and he's gonna go change. Closes the door so you and your sister closes the distance and she grabs your hand.
It's not what it looks like. I'm sorry.
Is that your
Don't tell me.
Is that your boyfriend? Are you seeing
No.
someone and you didn't tell me? And she slaps your arm. And then she slaps your arm again.
I
And then she slaps it again.
I'm not.
You didn't even
we're
tell
not-
me. You didn't even tell me
We're
you were
not
seeing
even
anyone.
together.
Don't lie to
We're
me.
not together. Yeah, we're not.
Whose t-shirt is that? And she points to the one on your bed. That's his.
What? It was dirty. I didn't
Huh?
want him to meet Mom like that.
Huh? Oh, he's dirty. Didn't want him to meet Mom. Huh?
He was outside. He came from work. Oh my God! Please, Jimmy.
Came
please.
from work. What does he do
Yeah.
for work?
Clearly something that requires muscles.
He's a construction. She's like, that's so dirty.
Don't tell Mom. She won't like it.
I won't tell her. You're gay.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't like him like that. Okay?
Why were you were touching his nipples? His nipples were
I was-
kissing under your hands.
I didn't do anything.
Yet.
I don't even like him like that. Stop it.
Oppa.
Jimmy, please.
And she like slaps your arm again, but it's more playful this time. She's like, you have a boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not. God, could you imagine?
Yes.
No,
Why not?
because it's not right.
Are you happy? Does he treat you right?
I just met him.
What? And he's already in your room?
I.
Oppa! And she slaps you really hard.
It's not what you think. Stop. It's not like one of those webtoons you read. Okay, just cut it out.
Well, how long ago did you meet? Like yesterday? Like a week ago? Have you gone on a date yet? Why is he in your room? You have him at your house and he's taking showers and you're touching him while he's naked?
I was making sure he wasn't hurt. Something happened at work and he had a cut on his chest and I was just making sure it was okay and it's not what you think.
Roll a charisma and persuasion.
Lol. No successes.
She's like, you're lying. You're dating him. And you didn't tell
I'm not-
me.
I'm not dating. He didn't even ask.
You didn't
I didn't.
You didn't even tell me.
I didn't. We're not dating.
And you didn't tell
Jimin.
me you had other friends.
The
They're
friends
all
in the
out there.
kitchen?
Yeah, all of them. Why? You didn't
God,
tell me
I'm so
anything.
I just met them too, okay?
What do you mean? That's not
They're all...
That's not what Mom said.
What?
She said that you're studying with them and that they work with you.
Oh, fuck.
So that was a lie?
We... Just fucking listen, okay? So I work with... You know the white-haired guy?
Yeah.
Not the tall one, the other one.
Oh, no.
He's... Okay, well, there's...
Okay, so you
Anyways,
work
when we
with-
go out there,
You work with one of them.
the nerdy one, yeah.
Right. The one in the
Okay, just-
Hawaiian shirt that looks like a
No,
disaster.
fuck that guy.
Oh.
No. God damn it. Just don't tell Mom, okay?
I won't, but you
Please
better
don't
tell me
tell
what...
Mom.
You have 10 seconds to tell me before I scream for her.
Oh my fucking
What is
God,
actually
why?
going on? Tell me
You're
what's
such
going
a
on.
brat.
You better tell me what's going on. And like
Fucking
the
hell,
bathroom door goes to open and she walks around you and shuts it and pushes Gamma back inside. You better tell me what's going on. And when he tries to get out, she's like, "Stop trying to get out!" And he's like, "Oh,
Just
okay."
Let him out already. Just let him out and I'll introduce you, okay? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I do want to know your boyfriend, but I want to know what's going on. What are you into? What are you doing?
Can't tell you, Jameen. I can't tell you.
Why?
Because it's classified work, okay? I can't.
All the people out there? Even the one with the tattoos? And she flushes a little. He's classified work?
Who are you talking? Are you talking about? Are you talking about the guy who likes the Korean convenience store? That guy?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
he was talking about cars in a really sussy way.
Oh. Okay, listen. Okay, I'll. God, this is so
The door, like,
embarrassing.
Squeaks open and she pulls it closed. And then shouts something at him in Korean. And is like, "You gotta tell me the truth. If this is actually work, what's going on? Because there's only one person in there that looks nerdy enough."
Okay, well, the one who's nerdy. Which one's the nerd? Okay, well, I work with their dad. Okay, a lot of them in there are related, but I can't tell you anymore. Okay, and I didn't want them to come over, but people just kept coming over, and I don't know. Okay, it's just been a really rough night, and right now you're putting a lot of pressure on me. And
She hugs
y'all,
you.
listen, okay?
She hugs you. And the door opens. And Gamma just peeks out.
Okay. Jimin, this is my friend, Gamma. Gamma, this is my younger sister, Jimin. No, we're not fucking dating, Jimin, okay? Don't get the wrong ideas.
She eyes him up and down, takes his hand, shakes it, and then holds on to it and like kind of pulls him close. And he's like, kind of leans back.
She,
Okay,
I just,
all right. You work
Not-
construction? He like gives you a side eye, Jihoon, and says, "Sometimes." What happened to your face? Looks like you got in a fight. Sometimes that happens too. You like my brother? Yeah. Good. Okay. Gamma? That's
She-
your name? That's a weird name.
Jihoon elbows Gamma. It's like a subtle, like, you know?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to dinner and to meeting your mom. And she gives Jimin looks at you like he's your boyfriend, but she doesn't say that, but her expression does. She's like, "Mm!" You can see the excitement.
Jihoon's like turned to the side, like looking away from both of them, and his like he still has the flash of life, so he's just flushed, like he is like red as a fucking tomato. This is so fucking.
She
this
like
is-
slowly backs up. She's like, "Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk. Nice to meet you. Dinner's ready. It's on the table. You better hurry."
don't.
And then she's
I'm really happy to see you, Jimin.
Mm-hmm. Your friends are weird, but I'm happy you have friends. I love you. I like him. She gives you big wide eyes. I like him.
Like who?
I like him. And then she makes a head gesture at Gamma, and Gamma just chuckles, and then she leaves and closes the door. And runs back to the table.
Oh my god. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry.
She's cute.
She thinks we're together.
Doesn't bother me.
Fucking bothers me. It's not like you even asked. Jesus. So fucking stupid. This. We can't. We can't do that. I don't even know you. Okay. And it's wrong. All right.
What makes it wrong?
Are you serious?
I could ask you the same. Are you serious? We're both adults. And the difference
We're both men.
So? The difference between friends and lovers is consent. And he takes a step back.
Don't you think it's wrong
Not at all.
to
The heart doesn't see gender. It's not how it works. But we probably shouldn't keep your mom waiting.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
No.
Can I help?
Just be nice to my mom, okay? Her and Jimin are all I have left.
I'll be nice to your mom. I promise.
Don't make any weird jokes about, I don't know, whatever you said outside about rising to the occasion, whatever the fuck that meant. Knowing you something
He
dirty.
leans forward and chuckles and says it was dirty. And I'll reserve those for just me and you.
Does that mean you're staying after dinner?
I'll have to check on some things, but maybe. If you want me to.
I don't know. You can make your own choice, I guess. They'll leave the window open. I guess.
Careful, I'll start expecting that, and you never know when I'll come over.
It's fine. You can come over. Let's just go.
He, steps forward like he's going to embrace you, and then he pauses.
What?
Can I touch you?
Like what? Do I have something on my face?
No.
Do I... Then what? Why? What do you want?
Because I want to.
Okay. Just don't try to pull anything funny or weird.
He just smirks and steps up into your personal space, and a warm palm alights on your cheek. And then he leans in until he's whispering in your ear. You make my heart do fluttery things. Thanks. I like it. And then he backs up. And he holds your door open for you.
Jihun steps forward. And before going to going out the door, he looks at Gamma. Can I tell you something?
He nods.
I know you said it's not wrong. It's really hard for me to accept that it's... Whatever, you smell good, okay? I really like the way you smell. And then he's gonna leave.
That just makes him grin. Likewise. And then he follows after you. And he's just smiling the whole way. Big smiles. When you make an appearance,
Oma.
she turns. She says, "My son." And
Hi.
It's instant soft smile. And she says, "Come down. Come sit. Come. I made your favorites. Introduce me to all of your friends."
Yeah. Okay. And he goes and gives her a hug first.
She returns the hug and gives you a little kiss on the hidden from everyone on the temple.
I missed you.
I'm very proud you have so many friends. I'm so happy. And she actually gets a little teary-eyed about how many people you have at your house. She says, "You're always alone too much, too much. I love your friends."
Thanks for making everyone food. Thank you. Everyone, this is my mom. Can they call you Oma?
Yes, I am okay with that.
You guys can call her mom too. If you want. These are my friends. Did they already introduce themselves?
Sigma's like, "No, not yet, but and he stands up, but it's a pleasure to meet you." And he's looking at your mom, but he's also looking at you, Jihoon, and he's a little bow.
Hey, that's
Named Sigma.
you're the guy who likes the convenience store, yeah?
Yeah, Go Daddy's the best place.
Go Daddy's.
Yep, it's my favorite
That's
place.
my convenience store. Me too.
Hey, I also call it my convenience store. Dude, my favorite are the little the teas and stuff.
A little.
Yeah, tapioca pudding
No,
things.
you know what's even better? The hot
Corn
dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wow. Okay. Sorry. Go. Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself. Can I help?
She has you help her set the table, and you literally set a dish in front of every single person. And then she has you help serve.
Okay. And everyone can introduce themselves, and yeah, you guys can call her Oma. Oma is just mom.
Okay. All right, Noah.
Yeah, hi. Again, I'm Noah. Hi. Nice to meet you officially.
Evan.
Evan?
The one beside Noah with the glasses. That's we work together in the same field. He's works with computers and stuff. Really, really smart. He's telling his mom in Korean. He's even smarter than me. He's taught me a lot. He's really cool.
It just makes him blush. I think it kind of gives a half little nod, bow in his seat. Just can't really speak. He's just very quiet. And of course, your eyes lock with Delta, but I'll have the coterie introduce themselves, and then I'll have the wolves introduce themselves. So Evan.
Evan kind of raises his hand and Hi, I'm Evan. I'm Delta's partner. And yeah, I do music and stuff.
Daniel?
This will be fun for Jihoon since this will be the first time tonight that he's heard Daniel speak Korean. But he'll say, "It's finally nice to meet you, Oma. My name's Daniel. I'm currently an intern at, just gonna give a random hospital name in Mass, but currently doing an internship with the EMTs over at Galebrook Hospital."
Yeah, wait, Daniel. You speak Korean?
Is that Jihoon saying that?
Yeah.
And Max is like, yeah, he speaks great Korean.
Wow. 와, 진짜로. Wow.
Now that the tension has like kind of eased off a little bit, Daniel's like a little sheepish as he kind of rubs the back of his head. He still has his hat on.
와, 한국말 들었어요. 와. Wow.
I'm gonna pretend the player knows what you're saying.
You said, wow, you speak really good Korean. Wow, I'm surprised. You're just like, wow, 한국말 잘하세요. Wow, good job. That's what he's
and,
saying.
he'll respond in Korean. Yeah, New York has a lot of Koreatowns, and spend a lot of my nights exploring the culture there is really an eye-opener from what I'm normally used to. So I learned a thing or two.
Sigma almost says something inappropriate and then he stops. And holds his breath. Alright, now the Wolfers. So Zeta will nod at your mom and say, "Thank you for the meal. I'll definitely pay you back for this. I'm Zeta. I'm with Daniel." And it's like she's almost asking you as she looks at you, Daniel, because you guys haven't quite had any like romantic conversations or anything yet. So it's like
Without even the passing of a beat, he'll like take his hand in hers and give it a little kiss.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you watch the tension bleed out, and Sigma like waggles his eyebrows and pats her like, "See, told you it's fine." And Gamma stands and he comes over and he takes your mom's hand and he shakes it and he says, I'm Gamma. Thank you for this meal. Jihoon shared with me some of your food the other day. You're a great cook." And that makes her like kind of blush and like swat him away, like, "Oh no, I'm not, but keep going," you know. And then he sits back down. And then, you know, in bad Korean, Max is like, "I'm Max. I speak Korean like a bad white person," or whatever. And that just makes her laugh. And then Delta can't quite meet your gaze, Jihoon, but there is a sorrowful kind of guilty expression, like wincing a little bit when she does finally look at you and kind of give you a nod. And she says, "I'm Del. Cap is my younger brother. I sometimes help with his mechanical side of work." And Jimin is just like watching you, Jihoon, and then like looking at Gamma, and then looking at you, and then looking at Gamma, and then looking at you. And then you all sit down for a meal. And we're gonna take our first break there, finally.
잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다.
And we return. Welcome back to Bound by Night. If you are pretending to eat, I need you to make some rolls.
I actually do have the eat food advantage. I just had forgotten.
What?
No, I do, because I remembered in the second episode I downed that beer because I have the eat food advantage. I just forgot I had it last episode when I was like, "Oh no, we gotta eat food."
Okay, we're gonna be rolling some manipulations and subterfuge.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
And I don't think anyone. Hold on, wait. Let's look at Malcolm's character sheet. I don't think. I almost said I don't think anyone has subterfuge.
Oh, Evan would.
Oh no, you guys.
I don't have it, but I don't need it
What's Evan
yet.
doing?
Evan would outright refuse any food. He'd mention that he's on a diet.
Oh, you were gonna. Oh.
Daniel would obviously, knowing that, well, how many dishes are it? I'm assuming there's more than just the kimbap.
Oh, dude, it is a
Yeah.
feast.
It's-
There's
It
a
is
ton of
always a
food
feast. I
in-
literally
in
sent
the
pictures of
chat,
everything you could
yeah.
expect. There's like you can expect at least usually for kings they call it a king's table setup in Korean. That's how many dishes, like how many banchan or side dishes or meal dishes you have at the table. It's called surangsang. It's like the royal table. Basically, it's like you have a huge table with like soup, stews, side dishes, fermented dishes, the main bowl. Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's like a minimum number of side dishes you should have because that's just like the way that it is in culture. Is like you have to have that if you are serving for people. Usually 12 different kinds, up to upwards of 40 if it's like Lunar New Year.
Daniel's gonna look at the kimbap and then gonna obviously ask the question. Was there by chance sesame seeds used in the kimbap?
Jihoon's mom looks like she's been slapped.
No, it's. I'm just allergic. I apologize. I should have brought this up sooner.
Jimin, under her breath, is like, "Uh-oh."
Ma, I'm sorry. Some of them.
Her eyes start watering,
Ma,
and she says, "Please excuse me," and gets up and leaves.
Jihoon is gonna glare at Daniel.
Oh,
You made my mom cry.
she's also upset that Mr. I'm on a diet.
Oh,
I mean, you know,
Evan
out
would be like,
a
I
whole
didn't
lot less
realize
food
that
than
we
they
were
know I
eating.
wanna eat.
you didn't realize we were eating? You fucking serious?
I found out
You
that she was
insulted
here
my
whenever
mom?
Noah
I don't give
answered
a
the
shit.
door.
You insult my mom? God, I can't believe it.
Opa,
He
Opa.
did-
Are you actually on a diet?
No, he's a.
Yeah, like look at these muscles. I have to cut every now and then.
She says, I have like a keto bar in my backpack.
Have like a keto bar in my bag.
I actually had something on the way over, a little bar.
Delta
I'll
like
take you
puts
up on that later.
Delta's like literally eating because werewolf, and is like, yeah, we ate on the way over, and looks so sad.
You shouldn't eat until my mom eats. Yeah.
And so you hear Sigma go
She's quite hungry.
onto his plate.
Don't even do.
She won't know. I'll scoop out a little bit more. Sorry, I was really excited. It's just I'm not used to it.
You better fucking pretend to eat. I know that they told me that they can't eat, and I don't want to know what happens if you try. You better not insult my mom. Coming up with an excuse like dieting.
Zeta's like, no.
you kidding me?
No one's insulting your mom.
You're insulting my mom and her cooking, and obviously she left because she's upset.
It's not insulting. It's not.
It is insulting. You don't eat her food?
It's not good for a kindred to eat people food. It would be far worse if they do.
And you think my mom knows that?
No, but
You
I
realize that you just literally insulted everything that she spent hours coming over here making food because I knew you.
Why is she over
were
here though?
Because we have guests. We have guests, Evan, and I was trying to be a good host because we have people who drink more than just.
Calm down.
Gamma stands up.
I'm trying my best here, okay?
No, it's okay. You're getting loud in your panic, and I don't. You're okay. It's all right. I'm gonna, with my eyes, gesture at the fact that the sister is still at the table.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
And Jimin is just looking at everyone and looks at Gamma, who's standing. And Gamma's like, Jimin, can I talk to you for a minute? And she stands up and looks at all of you. You're all gonna tell me what's going on. It may not be today, as she backs up, but I'm gonna know. And Gamma's like, oh god, and he just follows after her.
My mom is here, Evan, because I was trying to ensure that everybody, when they came back from whatever the fuck was going on, and your little. And Jihoon's gonna look at Delta. I was making sure that all of you got to have something to eat. Okay?
So you called someone not involved over.
My mom is always involved in my life. I'm sorry that I still have my family around. They're all I have fucking left, okay? It's not like this is so easy for me. I'm 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You think I'm just gonna cut off my family? Are you fucking insane? So yeah, I asked my mom to make some food for us. I didn't.
With the tension, Daniel, I need you to make a frenzy check.
God damn it. It really gets worse when she brings up family. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck me. Remind me again. Unused willpower and a third of humanity.
Yes.
Okay. No hunger dice involved, right? Just black dice.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I do think you replace black dice with your hungry dice. Because if I were to roll it on D&D Beyond?
Let me.
You mean roll 20?
Yeah, thank you. Not D&D Beyond, roll 20. Thank you. Let me roll.
What game are we playing?
Let me verify real fast. It's a good thing I keep the book pinned.
Maybe it's not. No, maybe it's not red dice. I just had to roll.
Yeah,
to
because
see
you're
it.
already
Mm-hmm.
because we're already trying to fight the beast, I think.
Yeah.
And you're resisting frenzy.
Yeah. So, unspent willpower, third of humanity.
Okay, cool. So I have
This is fairly
more.
difficult because of how hungry you are.
That and the fact that unfortunately Jihoon brought up a rather sore topic. Gonna add that in there. Oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna use chat power.
We all got a chat willpower at the beginning of the session, so hell yeah.
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 Thank you,
I'm
Deckard Kane.
Thank you!
Thank you, Deckard Kane. You kept me from having no successes on a frenzy check. Oh, fuck. Alright, guys, I need you to. I'm using all of you. I can't put you in dice jail, so please be nice. And I say that as I drop one. Now I'm shaking.
Okay. I need everyone, all the other kindred in the room, to roll intelligence and insights.
Even Jihoon,
Mm-hmm.
who's yelling at the top of his long T and not happy.
Okay, this is... Let me see. This is a whole lot better. 3 successes and 2 criticals, so 10. Or wait, 3 plus... No, it's 8, it's 11. Sorry, 11 successes total.
Okay. Evan, what'd you get on your insight?
I messaged it to you.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Man, dinner was going so well for approximately 30 seconds.
Okay.
Fuck.
No,
I'm sorry, I can't eat your food. I'm on a diet. Oh,
Noah, what'd you get?
I
He didn't know there was
Three.
food here.
Get a 3.
oh,
He
so
was gone when
mad.
you all made that arrangement.
You can't fault Daniel for trying to say something that sounds pretty sound like, hey, I sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I have an allergy to a certain food.
That was pretty good. But,
That's more
you know,
believable.
You know, she's still. Oh.
I know, that's fair. It's like
Yeah.
more believable if you tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, sorry. What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Okay. And Danny. No. Jihoon?
4?
Okay. So all of you notice that Zeta puts an arm around Daniel's middle, and then Sigma stands up and like shifts himself behind Daniel. When he does that, Max like takes a step back towards like where the knives are held. And Delta like starts getting agitated, which you can sense next to you, Evan. And then you can also sense Kappa's irritation, Evan, which like fires off your own. And then you recognize across the table as Daniel is like gripping his thighs. If he could sweat, he would be sweating right now. He's like trembling ever so slightly. And the both of you, Evan and Daniel, there is a that begins to rise up out of your throat. And Sigma's like, hey, everybody, why don't we just calm down? And he moves from Daniel to Jihoon, puts himself right in between you two.
I'm assuming I... Do I succeed?
You do succeed, yes.
Okay. I will say as Daniel was trembling, growling, sort of almost... His jaw is clenched to almost an unnatural degree. And you watch him place one tense hand on top of his hat, kind of gripping it very tightly. I'm just gonna use the insights as our new world. I know you got a 4, right? I think that was the highest.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see it. The
Um,
way
Evan got higher, but it was just also bad.
Also bad.
Oh.
what do you mean also bad?
It was just also
Was it in
bad.
chat?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, okay. I
Think we're seeing
think
a
I-
messy crit.
yeah, I think I'm seeing what you're laying down. So for the person who's not currently trying to, growl and lose her mind, naturally,
Because you and Evan are both growling.
Do you guys need to step outside?
it's the way Daniel's holding his hat, sort of the body language for you, Jihoon. You think the way that he's clutching that hat right now holds some kind of sentimental value to him. And it's kind of interesting that happens when you start talking about family.
I don't want my family to be hurt. I don't want you to insult my mom.
What the fuck do you want from me, Jihoon? I literally can't eat the food. I tried my best to seem as inviting and as kind as I could, but I literally cannot eat the food.
I
And now
told you to
tonight,
pretend. Just pretend, okay?
you
I don't need to see my mom crying again.
What the fuck did you not just see happen literally an hour ago, Jihoon?
I've been sitting here the
I
whole
thought
time
you
with
meant-
her, and now you bring up that you have an allergy now, but I'm not even mad about you. I'm mad about him. And his bullshit excuse. I'm upset that my mom is upset because I don't want to be the one to sit there and watch her cry, and I can't do anything.
Oh, that just makes him clutch his hat tighter.
All right, hold on. All right. Okay. Look. Now all of us can eat it, okay? All of us. Right? And a lot of us are couples. And couples are like they're like one body, one mind kind of thing, right? So,
Pretend to eat it and pass it to your partner? Are you talking about, like,
yeah.
hot potato here?
Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of a really good solution, right? Other than like us freaking out and killing the people that you love. Because, Jihoon, we're a bunch of monsters at this table. Every single one of us. Either it's a beast of one kind or another. That's just a fact. We're all dangerous to humans. Thank God Gamma had the sense to get your little sister out of here. I mean, I would have grabbed her, but I wasn't next. Well, I mean, I was, but I was. Anyways, I was more worried about Daniel. Danny over here. He's a. How do I put this in? It's like a nuke, right? Each one of us a different kind. I mean, you don't want something like that going off. It's better to hurt your mom's feeling than to accidentally eat the food and start throwing up blood or some shit.
I told him he didn't have to eat it before. I told him that when he first told me you couldn't have it. I didn't know.
So
that,
then the hot potato thing's great. Everyone can just pass it along to me. I'll fucking eat it all. I'm great at eating.
Problem is, Gene, I don't even know if I can put it in my mouth.
I didn't
I
say
tried
you had to put it
restraining-
in your mouth. Remember, we talked about this last time. You just needed to be polite. All you could have said was, "Thank you for the food," and
Try to
just
I'm
pretended or something.
I am horrible at pretending, Jihoon. That's not how I was raised. I'm not used to trying to be deceptive or manipulate or try to act some way that I'm not really should.
All right.
I'm not good at that.
Hold on.
I'm
How
not.
about we just you guys gotta go. You got called into work.
I mean, you're like a paramedic EMT, right? That makes sense. You get paged. Or called. I guess not paged anymore, but you know.
Right. And then we can just be like, music guy had to go too because the radio's out and the paramedic can't work without the radio. It's perfect.
Can you just apologize to her?
I guess you could do that too.
Apology
just-
or not, I still think it's safest because. Sorry, Daniel, but you've already flipped out once tonight.
Just don't hurt my family,
Daniel,
please.
we can both go. I'll go with you. Zeta.
No, because then there won't be an excuse for you. There's no reasonable excuse for you to leave. You should stay here and enjoy the dinner.
Just why don't you just go out on the balcony for a little bit?
No. I'm too much of a threat tonight.
You can't leave. Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you said, Max?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you told us?
It's
What happened when
and
you
I
tried
meant-
to leave?
I don't
And I
not.
meant leave by just going outside. Just like go outside, cool off. or
Balcony.
whatever.
No, because I don't know how close I am to losing fucking control tonight. It's too risky. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna take a drive, right?
You can't
Right.
leave.
Evan literally got attacked in his house. It followed him.
What do you need? How can we help you? I offered you everything I had in my house, and it's
That's the exact problem, June. Kindred are supposed to be able to feed on human blood, and I can't even drink that anymore. You watched me
What do you
literally
need?
throw it up. I don't know. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem. I don't know how to quench my hunger. I don't.
That'd be from one of
Do you
us.
need one of ours? Yeah,
That's
like
what I'm saying. Is that normal? Is that a thing?
Oh, Daniel, like,
whatever calms you
eyes.
the fuck down.
That only makes Daniel almost crawl in on himself. Roll. I would like people able to roll. Well, if the DM's okay with some kind of insight.
Go for it. Yeah. Intelligence insight or wits and insight.
I believe Jihoon had some kind of specialty in insight, right?
I do for lies and motive. But if it's not none of those things, then it's nothing. I can't.
I got
Uh,
nothing.
And no, not motive or lies.
Okay, so it's 4 successes. Blame my high intelligence for big brains.
Okay. What did Evan get?
Oh, you said those two. I didn't realize you wanted me to roll two.
Yeah, I said everyone at the table.
What are we rolling?
Wits and insight or intelligence and insight?
All right. That'll be 6, but with another one. Void.
Ooh, 6. No. Oh no! Wait, another one? Oh no!
Yeah.
Another messy critic. Oh, for fuck's
Oh
sake,
no!
bruv.
Worse. No, worse than that.
Is this a clan bane? Let's go! Yay! Fun things.
Okay. So for you, Jihoon, I'm gonna go to Evan next with his messy crit or clan bane, either one. When the topic is brought up to try to feed from either one of the wolves or the coterie, the look in Daniel's eyes is one of almost terror, and he mutters this, and I'm only going to give it to either you. I'll give it to you, and I'll give it to Evan. He says, "That's exactly what it wants."
What does that mean, Daniel? What does that mean?
That's exactly what the monster wants.
But if it gets you to stop, isn't that a good thing? It's not like you're gonna... I mean, I don't really know... Maybe no one knows more, but like, it's not like you're gonna, like, kill us, right? Like, you're just gonna take a taste and then it's gonna be okay, right? Like, I mean, and I'm like, I look very confused.
Look, Daniel, you seem like a nice guy, and I know that you don't like this because I don't fucking like it either, okay? But if it's gonna get you to calm your shit, then maybe we need to step outside so you can have a snack.
Zeta does say, "I'm more than happy to give you anything you need." And Sigma's like, fuck no, you freaking look like a goddamn skeleton. I'm healthy, and I got big tits. Besides, I like it when you hold me, Daniel.
But do we know if it's even gonna work?
Yeah, who knows? We might get way juiced. I mean...
Do you have any?
I'm worried about
you.
Well, hold
I'm
on,
worried
hold on. Wait.
about
I've
you
fed-
guys.
No, listen to me. I've fed a Kindred before.
What?
Yeah, it worked out fine.
Were they as old as Daniel?
I don't know.
I know someone as old as Daniel.
What? Look, I'm just saying I fed a Kindred before. Why not? Come on, Danny.
Wait,
Come hold me like your little king.
we can drink from you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, realistically, Jihoon, we can drink from any living creature, animal,
Within reason.
human, other. I mean, even other vampires. But that's a no-no. That's considered a no-no usually.
Delta's just looking at Sigma
Wait,
with this expression of like, you've fed a kindred before?
did they hurt you?
Who's Jihoon asking?
Sigma.
No. I mean, and he kind of rubs the back of his neck and glances around. I healed really fast. It's all good.
Can I roll an insight on Sigma?
Yeah.
My dice.
Classically, the bite of a kindred's supposed to feel pretty damn good.
It does.
Insight, 6
Oh.
successes.
What are you insighting?
Also 6 successes.
What are you?
I want to know what he rubs the back
I
of his
wanna-
neck, and that is like Jihoon does that when he's like
Yeah, I want to see if he's
embarrassed or
actually,
lying.
yeah, if he's trying to lie about the fact of how exactly he fed the kindred. Was it
I think it's more
voluntary?
like he wants to know like if he actually got hurt, if he's lying about being hurt. That's what that's
Yeah.
what Jihoon wants to know.
You think the opposite is true? You think he craves it?
You liked it.
He flushes. I mean, it's natural, okay? Of course. Look, I'm not gonna
Okay.
jump you or anything, or like, do anything weird.
Like I said, classically, the bite to mortals feels really good.
But they're not mortals.
Right.
Are you?
No,
They're
I mean,
more mortal than we
it
are
feels
anymore.
good. Danny, you're not gonna hurt me, okay? I trust you. And Zeta's just like, Sigma, and he's like, I'll do it. I mean, I'm not gonna do any. You could be there if you want, Zeta. Honey, you need to eat. You're not healthy. And Delta like looks at Zeta, but then her head snaps right back to Sigma. Evan, what's going through you while all this is happening?
If you looked at Evan, you'd see his like eyes are just dilated. He's staring at whatever's in front of him in the table just intensely while listening to all this with like a million things running through his mind. Like he's thinking, this motherfucker just said or brought his family into something that he shouldn't have. And at least his family still knows that he's around. And then hearing Daniel talk about the feeding and everything, he's kind of like, he thinks that Daniel's been around long enough. He should realize whatever he needs to do. He's a freaking vampire after all. But he isn't verbalizing any of this. He's just like extremely tense and staring at the table.
Okay.
Daniel, if you're old, I know somebody old. They're really old. Maybe they can help you figure your shit out.
Kappa types on his phone and shows it to Noah. And it says, if we can't leave the house, logically, Sigma is the next best choice. And then from there, it would be Evan.
Yeah, I agree. No one can leave. So, you just take care of it with who's here. Whether it's Sigma or even, I don't know.
In the middle of Noah saying this, Evan just forcefully stands up and walks over and just grabs Daniel.
Oh shit. Whoa.
Just calm.
Please don't fight anywhere. Please.
You yank him out of the chair.
Not yank, but like forcefully pick him up, but like in a gentle way. If that makes sense. Like, he's not
Okay.
being malicious about it, but he is clearly wanting you to go with him.
Just try it. Just as long as it isn't in a provoking manner. That's what I'm looking at.
No, it
You
wouldn't
don't
be.
need don't need any provocation right now.
Oh, which room did she go into? He's looking at Jihoon when he asks that.
Can you guys just use the patio? Or do you need a room?
A room would be best.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna message Dolly. Hold on.
Can I roll? Do I even need to roll an insight on Evan right now to consider what he's suggesting? Even though I think he's
It
I think I
would
can
probably be very
tell.
clear.
that he's like making the choice for Daniel right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel will look at you, Evan. Then he kind of like puts his hands on your shoulders
Hold on.
and then looks to the.
Sigma's like, wait. Hold on. Wait, I just want to point something out real fast before you do this. Evan, if you're going to go feed him, you got to think about Delta, okay? Because if you... Delta, I believe, baby girl, that you could handle your shit, but I've seen you lose your shit, and it's nasty. I'm the only one that's not... I don't matter to anybody here.
That's.
You'll just come with us until I can get my strength back.
But that's no.
a terrible thing to say,
Well,
Sigma.
Well, I mean, yeah, everybody, I'm great, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, you know what I'm saying? But you get it, Evan?
You fucking.
If
Don't ever say that again.
No, fuck you, dude. Let me say whatever I want. It's the truth, okay? I'm the only one unattached, all right? I'm just kind of floating in the fucking wind. If she loses
do you
her
mean?
shit because she's afraid for your life, she can't control that. And I gotta look out for her. You understand? So I'm the best choice. Danny, Evan, I love it. You're great. But I can't risk Delta losing her shit. I can't risk. There's 2 innocent people, and one of them's a kid.
Listen, all right. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay? Zeta and Sigma. I would be most comfortable with Zeta. But Sigma, I want you there. Because if I don't stop, I don't want you to fucking hesitate.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Okay?
You can use the guest room, but please don't make a mess.
I'm gonna.
You got any
I'm gonna- I
tops,
only
Jihoon?
Got any what?
Tops. You got any tops?
A top?
Yeah, you got any tops? You know, you lay them out. Tops.
Tarp. He's asking for a tarp.
Oh, I thought he was reading some kind. Okay, never mind.
Get the accent.
Maybe check the patio.
Plastic on the couch.
Ooh.
No, don't touch the plastic on the couch.
Okay, well, it's either that.
You already ruined the couch
Yeah,
once.
well, what if you get blood everywhere? Would you rather the tops? And
Okay,
the...
okay, listen. Okay. In the outdoor patio, there's a box. Inside the
You
box.
guys hear the bathroom door open, like it flushes, washing hands, and mom's getting done.
If my mom comes back here,
Just go outside.
you better fucking apologize. Go to the patio for fuck's sake.
You can hose it off.
And hose it exactly. Please, quickly, just go. Pull the curtain. I'll pull the curtain. Just
Fuck. He's
Careful.
going. He's going.
And as for you, Evan, apologize to my mom, please. Please.
What?
Just apologize, damn it.
I'm sorry I can't eat your food?
Just say I'm so sorry for being rude. That's it. Don't you fucking
How is
wanna
that
do
rude?
Just okay, listen here, white boy.
I
Maybe you
literally
don't
cannot
fucking
eat
understand.
her food.
It doesn't matter.
Di-
It doesn't matter. Just apologize anyways. Forget your pride.
At least your fucking family still knows you're around.
And she.
Ma.
And
Ma.
she just makes a motion and sits down. And then where are your friends?
Some of them had to use the bathroom, but you were, the other one was busy, so I sent them to a different bathroom. There's a few.
Okay. Where's your sister?
One of them.
And then that's
Oh,
when they both come back.
We were waiting for you
Oh,
to eat together.
should we wait for them? Your friends?
They'll be back, Oma. One of them is so excited to eat your food. You remember?
She just
He'll
smiles
come back soon.
and pats your shoulder and says, "Please, let's eat."
You first. And he's gonna take his chopsticks and he's gonna grab just like a few different things and put it on her plate. For you, Oma.
She just make a
Thank you again.
Make a small motion, and you're very welcome. I'm sorry. It's not good.
No, it's amazing. Ma, this is.
I'll make better
Feels like-
next time. And then she looks at Evan and says, "Don't worry. I'll make something you can eat." And that
No, this is nothing against you. I just...
Jihan's gonna give him a look.
is
That
He's
says,
completely
just
ignoring Gene right
apologize.
now.
she,
He is completely ignoring him.
It's very rude of me. I didn't ask.
Well, I didn't realize we'd be eating.
It's okay. I didn't know your other friend was allergic to. I will do better next time.
It looks delicious, though. I'll take a little home if there's any left for whenever I'm actually able to eat, which should be in a few days.
Roll an etiquette and charisma.
Oh, do I get to add everything to my charisma?
Yeah, your good looks. Mm-hmm.
That is a 7.
Okay. You can definitely tell that she was crying, but it's all like you're all intimately familiar with self-hatred of not adding up to being enough. Being enough, and that's really all this simple thing. For her, it's a very powerful feeling. And as Kindred, you can all sense that from her. The failure. It's almost like turmeric and onions. But your words ease her. And her shoulders relax, and she actually genuinely smiles, Jihoon. It's small and quiet. And she says, "I would be honored if you took some home." And then to Jihoon, she says, "I will make something without sesame for your friend, so he can take it home too." And then she looks
Jihan's
at
just gonna put his hand out to his mom and hold on to it.
Okay. She takes it, puts both of it, clap, 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 and then touches your head and says, "Now we eat." And then she says the Korean prayer. Sly, go ahead.
잘 먹겠습니다.
And then she has everyone do their best to say it back with her. And you begin.
잘 먹겠습니다. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, you are. It is my pleasure. You're very welcome.
Thanks for meeting my friends.
I like them. I like that you have friends. It makes my heart very happy. And she looks at every single one of your faces, and she recites your names. So she says, Max, thank you for being my son's friend. Evan, thank you for being my son's friend. Dell, thank you for being my son's friend. Until she gets to every single one of you, and then even the chairs that are empty, she does like a small, kind of slight inclination of the head, thanking the spirit, and then eventually the person when they arrive. Kappa, after his first bite, leans over to Noah and whispers, I'm scared. I'm worried something's gonna happen to Zeta. I keep watching the glass door.
Sigma will take care of her, right?
Yeah, he's really strong. I'm really glad that you're here.
Me too. I should eat up.
All right, I need all the kindred at the table to roll charisma and etiquette, please.
Do I need to reroll?
Yeah, this is a different one.
Okay.
Charisma and etiquette. Oh man, we are picking all the things I'm not amazing at tonight. That's a 1.
Okay, Jihoon.
2 successes.
Okay, Evan.
8.
Damn, Evan is like very good at this. So
Yeah, Toreador, it's what he's built for.
Jihoon's mom and sister like start just casually chatting, asking about everyone's lives to get to know you. Jihoon and Noah are both like backfiring engines. But Evan just oozes into the etiquette, filling out the space, Delta right on his heels, and a comfortability fills the kitchen. And everything settles back into an in-controlled, relaxed space. Those that can eat are, those that need to quote-unquote fake it are, or are just existing. And we move outside. Daniel. Even outside, Sigma's like, I'm really telling you, Danny, I think you should feed from me and not Zeta. And Zeta says, I'll be fine. And he's like, I just got a feeling. Just, no, I can do it. I would like to do it. Daniel, I would like to take care of you, please. Danny, I want to take care of you too.
Daniel is like rubbing his temples right now. If I had my way, I wouldn't feed from either of you. It's looking like I really don't have a choice. Sigma, there's a reason I'm choosing Zeta. You want to know what that reason is, Sigma?
I mean, I assume you're gonna tell me, so I'm cued in a little bit.
It's because Zeta makes me feel the most alive. She makes me feel the farthest from my monster.
But isn't that why you shouldn't feed from her? I mean,
It gives me the best odds to not lose control.
you can see.
And if on the
You can see his retort is, so what if I die? I don't matter. But he holds it in.
The fuck? Oh, yo. You say you fucking
Yeah,
put
he
that
didn't.
last
He
bit in,
didn't say
He
it.
didn't say it.
but I can read that from him.
It's, it's more like a. He goes to say
I will.
it, and
I'll
he just.
I'll roll an insight. I'll fucking roll an insight. If you want, I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. Okay, am I allowed to do that, DM? I want to do it. Am I allowed to do it?
Sure, I'll let you roll it.
Okay. Excellent. Most excellent. What's my dice pool? There it is. Haha! Yes! Yes, okay. 3 successes and 1 critical. 7.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna say, but he holds it in.
Yeah. Yeah, don't you dare fucking say that again. You fucking matter, Sigma. Believe it or fucking not. Crazy enough, you fucking... Even though you like to lick noodles off my fucking backseat.
Hey, backseat's clean.
Sure.
But I
Sure.
get your logic. I get it. Fucking get it. I just.
You get it. You get it, right? So stop fucking beating yourself up before I give you another chubby.
You know me really well, but we can't do that in front of Ji-hoon's mom. You gotta be respectful to the ladies. And the kid, she been looking at me with hot eyes all night. It's horrible. Wish I had a t-shirt or a fucking burlap sack to put on myself.
I trust you.
Oh, dude.
That's why I wanted you
Don't
out
make
here.
me break anything, okay? Zeta's not gonna, like, if I hurt you because you're hurting her, she's gonna go nuts. I just want you to understand that.
Well, if nothing else, just to remind myself that I'm hopefully not too far gone.
Yep, well, let's hope this doesn't, because they are a wall beyond this, and it's like it's not, fuck. Fucking ghosties and crazy specters and what a fucking night, man. What a fucking night.
Trust me, you don't have to remind me. Trust me.
Before we do this though, I gotta ask you a real question, okay?
Shoot.
I got a really important reason why I asked to borrow your house. I just gotta make sure that you're gonna be solid. Cause if I gotta rent a house, I just can't fuck up, okay? I need a safe place. And I can't fuck up. So if you're not good, then I'm more than happy to rent another house. I just gotta know, cause tomorrow I gotta go figure out how to make the money.
I mean, if you... I could help a little bit with the money, I guess, but... It's uncertainty on Daniel's end.
So you don't
Literally by...
know. You don't know if you're gonna be cool. Zeta says, I think he'll be fine. I trust him.
I'm gonna give it all I got. If nothing else.
And Sigma's like, Zeta? And she's like, I know what you're asking him, Sigma, and I'm vouching. I trust him. I trust him. Right, I'll just go to work tomorrow just in case. I'll just work. Maybe. Okay, let's just get this over with. Roll an insight, Daniel. Intelligence and insight.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Uh, 4 successes.
4. You're wondering why he needs your house. Like, what Like,
What is so important that he has to get just right?
right.
You know, I hope once you do move in, you'll start cueing me in on what exactly you've got planned.
Moving in. Oh, I just need to borrow it for like a week. That's all. Besides, I got Delta that's gonna live with me now, so
Don't bullshit me. I've seen your trailer. You might as well be moving in.
what's wrong with my trailer? I paid for it with my own fucking 2 hands.
I like how you specifically said hands and not money.
Yeah, 'cause I dragged it from the trash place all the way back with my 2 hands. Granted, there was a lot of people who were confused that saw a big ass wolf pulling the fucking trailer, but you know, I did my best. And Zeta's just like, wait,
Bullshit.
you were gone? Don't even. Nobody. I called everybody, and nobody answered. And you were off on some. Nobody answered. I am a man who makes ends meet. Okay. It never made the news. But everybody does think that werewolves are in, you know, the mass area now, so whatever. Look, I don't need to move in, Daniel, but thank you. That's very nice. I just need to borrow it for a little while because I can't fuck up. That's all.
Alright.
Let's get you fed so we can go back in there and not be rude, and I'm hungry.
And then he'll turn back to Zeta.
And she pulls her beanie off. And then her big Sigma hoodie. So she's just in one of his shirts.
Are you sure you're ready?
She nods. I'm always ready when it comes to you. And Sigma's like, oh god.
Shit. In response, with an almost trembling hand, Daniel will reach up and pull the hat off his head. And almost in sync, as a gust of wind sort of cuts through the patio, his hair is lifted, revealing the slit of a third eye on his forehead. Before the gusts pass, he'll set the hat down on one of the chairs, cupping Zeta on her cheek with one hand. And he tries to find the words and he just can't, because the longer he stares at the vein on her neck, and then as he feels the heat of her body on his hand, it's almost like instant movement, yanking her close. And just before his fangs penetrate her flesh, it stops. And Daniel is in control, because Zeta is his rock. Zeta is what keeps him grounded. Zeta is what keeps him... Zeta is what keeps him human. And with almost a gentle prick, he'll begin to feed.
Frenzy check.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, thank God. One moment, let me get the total. I'm like actually tearing up right now. Holy shit, this has got me emotional. uh, so one. Okay, that is 2 successes and 3 critical successes for 14.
Damn. Okay. There is 1 second where you think you might lose yourself, but then her hands tangle around your shoulders and up into your hair, and her touch grounds you. You can remove 2 points of hunger. When you pull away, I need you to make another frenzy check.
No rest for the fucking wicked.
Also, it's insane you got 3 critical successes in a row. That's like never happened. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I know. The dice are really telling the story right now, but I don't know if my luck will hold. That's a lot of luck there. You got me fucking shaking like a fucking twig.
For this one, you have to get 1 within the DC.
1 within the DC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, this is my tier. This is a 9 dice pool. Chat willpowers, I may be calling on you. Who knows? It's fucking nope. No, chat willpower. I refuse. It's too important.
Who knows what the DC is? Could be high, could be low.
I want to err on the side of caution. I want to err on the side of caution, DM. And just for your clarification, Spec, I have 3 more chat willpowers that I haven't used. Well, 2 now. Okay. Final call. All right. That's 5 successes.
Okay. 5 is within the 1. Your third eye, you feel the lid open, and there's a rumbling that starts to fill your veins. Your throat bubbling, almost hissing. And then an unneeded exhale. There's another like small gust of wind that like captures Zeta's scent, which is this soft, almost woodsy, flowery scent. And you breathe deep, and you feel Sigma's big palm on your shoulder, like, "Hey, you okay?" And it's over. But you get the feeling that the beast says, "This time you win. But we'll see."
When Sigma puts his arm out on Daniel, Daniel will respond by putting his hand on his shoulder, kind of like a brotherly grasp. Still here. Still here.
All right, good. Okay, cool. Nice. And then
And then
Zeta
Daniel's-
calls your name and shakily stands up because her legs are still healing, but she's a lot more stable. Like she can get up.
Almost immediately, Daniel's helping her.
She just puts her arms around your neck and pulls you close. And we meanwhile right there. Back inside to the dinner. Noah?
Yeah, it's probably like I think he finishes a plate of food and then he just says, excuse me, I need to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. This is super good, by the way. Thank you so much again. He calmly gets up and goes to the restroom, walks totally normal, calm, but it takes everything in him not to slam the door shut. He locks it. And he like paces in the bathroom probably for a good like 2 minutes, and he sits down like in this little nook here for a second, and he just has to like center and ground himself for a moment, because the whole idea of the actual idea of someone possibly feeding, like of Sigma feeding from someone else, actually affected him a lot, and he was trying really hard to ignore it, but he could no longer. And he's probably in the bathroom for almost 10 minutes, so if anyone pays attention, it's like, dude, are you okay? But yeah, he's in there for a good like 10 minutes before he feels like he's got control of himself enough to come back out. And yeah.
Roll a resolve and composure while you're in there.
Two.
Two?
Two, yeah.
Okay. You do manage to sort of lose your shit for a second. You end up having to like clench your fists and maybe punch your thighs. And I need you to roll an intelligence and an insight.
Three.
Maybe it wasn't another kindred. Maybe it was you. Things didn't end the best between the two of you. I mean, things didn't ever really end. There was no definitive, we're done. There wasn't even any definitive, we're together. It was two comets colliding in the night sky, exploding in a fiery flash of passion. You have to squeeze your thighs, Noah. You sort of hunch and curl in on yourself, your whole body shaking against the rage. The confusion. the history that is so much more than anyone else realizes.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to break anything in the bathroom. So he'll definitely beat himself up first and foremost. And then when he thinks he's got a grasp on things, he'll
Kind of. I mean, it's hard to consider, like, every time you think of Daniel's fangs piercing into Sigma, you just
Right, the idea was he hated that idea.
fucking get so pissed. And then in the past, it's just like, what if there was more? What if you weren't? What if it's just this cascade of thoughts? And it takes you more than 10 minutes to really, honestly, settle into the sadness. And that sadness is so deep, you gain a stain.
Oh, fuck.
No, not the sweet boy.
Because it does cross your mind to kill any other kindred that would dare touch Sigma. But at the same time, the beast in the back of your mind says, how do you have any right? Didn't you just claim that other boy? Ooh, it is exquisite, the lance in your chest.
He's glad he's in the bathroom because he does tear up. And those damn bloody tears fall. But he's in the bathroom, so he's got tissues. And he can flush them and no one will know.
Okay, in order to recompose yourself, I need you to roll a charisma or manipulation and a performance. Things you're
God
very
damn it.
good at.
Oh man.
Why
Well,
you do this?
seeing the time of night it is, I'm gonna go ahead and use my chat reroll and hope that I don't need it for something else, because I got nothing out of that roll. Okay, cool, I got 2! I only rolled 2 die for that, by the way. That's only a 2 die pull for me. So I got 2.
Okay. You you look alright. You look a little bit like you were kind of upset, but it's okay. You look fine.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
fake
he'll
it.
like wash his face before he leaves the bathroom. Maybe that'll help. And then takes an unneeded deep breath and goes back out.
Okay.
Go back to his seat.
Anything else for Evan?
No, he just continued talking about like when he studied in college for music and all of that stuff. Probably focused more on like some of his favorite songs.
You super delight Jihoon's mom, especially with your 8 and Delta. I mean, you can feel her swooning next to you. And at one point, she leans up and whispers, "I'm falling in love with you all over again."
He'd kind of like just reach over, like squeeze her knee, and then continue talking
Of course,
about it.
that makes Kappa like kind of laugh at her, and then also Gamma kind of gets a little like chuckle. But it's weird for you, Evan. There was so much history between Gamma and Delta, but here at this table, invited by this little Korean woman to partake in a meal the animosity between Delta and Gamma is like an undertone. It's not a cascading, tumbling ocean wave. There is so much care between the two of them and so much hurt. There's a part of you that just wants to know why, how. And then your cell phone buzzes. It's in your shirt pocket because your pants were soaking wet, but it buzzes. Would you like to check it? Or do you wait?
Would there be any clocks around in the kitchen that he could see? Like on the stove, microwave, or something?
Probably on the stove. I guess with Jihoon it would be immaculately right. It's pretty close to your setup time. Like performance time down at Jenny's. So you can guess who it is.
Okay, he'd kind of be like, I'm gonna check my phone real quick, not to be rude. I do have something I have to do tonight. I have a gig that I'm being paid for. He'd explain that, but he'd continue talking while he pulls it out and checks it.
Okay, there's a text message. It's just your boss asking when you're coming, what you need. If you're still coming, please. I have $800 I'll give you.
He'd kind of look at Dell, show her the message, and then he'd reply that he's still coming. He needs some clothes. And he'll ask if they got the piano and stuff tuned like he asked.
Yep, you get the go ahead that piano's good. Why do you need clothes?
He sends an two emojis back of the little man and then a sprinkler.
Okay. You just get back like LOL face. I'll see what I can do.
And then he'll reply, I do have a bow tie, so just shirt pants would help.
You get like triple thumbs up.
And then he'd slide the phone back in his pocket.
Okay. Anything else for Jihoon?
Oh, Jihoon had to step away for a second.
Take out that dog.
Evan would start to explain, like, with what he talked about earlier with the diet, with like the difference between hitting the correct macros with like cutting and everything, and then bulking, like talking about working out and such.
Jimin understands. Jihoon's mom is
Huh?
being polite. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She does ask questions. She
He
seems
answer
far,
them the best that he can.
She seems far less it is clear that Jihoon's like protectiveness / has been triggered all yesterday, today. His mom is not taking it as hard as he is, for certain. So, and being a Kindred as long as you have, Evan, something to understand about the young Kindred, Noah might display this as well, but it's almost like a puberty all over again, trying to control the beast. You know how you respond to Evan will also affect Delta, because she's also got a monster up in her house that will absolutely shred anyone and anything that tries to hurt you. So, the Toreador in you delights in the social combat of it. Delights in the fact that in this moment, you've won. Jihoon's mom is not offended. She seems delighted in you. She's asking questions. Even his sister is interested in what you do. The human side of you understands Jihoon's a kid. Dumb to the ways of Kindred. Clearly. I mean, he still has these huge connections with his family. And then there's also the side of your Kindred that just wants to rip into him because fuck this little kid and still has his family. So it's quite the myriad of emotions for Evan. Beast and human alike. And they're a bit hard to navigate mentally, but verbally, socially, you're killing it with your roles.
And in the back of his head, he's just thinking this entire time. It's like, I just got attacked by this thing that followed me from this house. So he's just also concerned about Jihoon's family.
Yeah. And the biggest part is your mortal self, that self that's Evan, it like understands that Jihoon's kindred and your kindred. Even though Jihoon's is a kid, you're gonna fight over apex predator dumb. Like it's just there's so many juxtapositions and conflicting things. So but you manage to hide the tension very, very well. And the inherent villainous nature of the kindred within. Yeah. For you, Evan, specifically, it's like the metaphor is dining with your ghosts or your skeletons. Without the kindreds, it is probably one of the most wholesome, meaningful reminders of what it is to be mortal here with this little family. It's beauty. And it's so fragile. It's so delicate. Because every one of you, other than these two young women, I say young because Jihoon's mom is young too, Daniel. You're all monsters. In one way or another. Cursed. Or blessed. With hunger. Rage. Infinite feeling power and immortality. God, this moment, you'll never have it again, Evan. It is beautiful. And the Toreador in you wants to hook its nails into that, and it wants to create something as fleeting and stunning. But it also makes you incredibly sad. You only have their company right now, and never again. And you feel, Evan, that you might be, and maybe Daniel, in this whole coterie that get that. Anything else for Evan, with all that being said?
He'd look over to Jihoon, actually, whenever he finishes, like, the segment he's talking about, and ask, I'm feeling a little inspired right now. Do you have any paper, pen?
What do you want to do?
Just some ideas for some music.
I have some sheet music. Would that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the rest of the people at the table, you'd be like, sorry, I don't want to be rude. I just, when inspiration strikes, you never know.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Sure. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm gonna go get some paper, okay?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. And while Jihoon up and leaves to get some sheet music, Kappa leans over to you, Noah, and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh, yeah. The food didn't settle with me as well as it usually does.
Can I ask you a weird question?
Yeah.
And he lifts up the phone, and it's a text message that he typed out to you but didn't send, and it says, "Do Kindred need to poop?" Question mark. And you can kind of see the narrative. Like, he's like, oh my god, he's been in there. I wonder if he's like has diarrhea. I should get him Pepto-Bismol. Wait, do Kindred even need to poop? I don't know. Should I ask him? Oh my god, maybe I should just ask him. And then the fact that he just sat on the message and didn't send it means he didn't want to be rude. I have Pepto-Bismol tablets because my stomach gets upset. Do you want some? I don't know if that helps. I don't know.
No, the digestive system doesn't work anymore. Normally I can hold food down longer, but,
Oh.
yeah.
And he, like, deletes it and then puts, like, the, like, throw up rainbow sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, and he deletes that.
Not that pretty, though.
And then Jimin is like, why are you talking weird? And Kappa's just like, "Mm." I mean, like, why do you type it out on your phone? And then, like, why don't you just talk?
It's just more comfortable for him sometimes.
Oh, like you have anxiety? Yeah. All Kappa can do is nod, and she's like, makes sense. I mean, you work with my brother. He's kind of weird, too. Social anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she sits back. Okay. And just shrugs. All right.
Thanks for being understanding.
Yeah. Thanks for not being too weird? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. He just kind of chuckles at that.
And then she leans forward again. You've got a little, like, your eyes are really red.
Oh, yeah, I didn't, sleep really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
She leans back. And then she keeps eating. But she's on to everybody. You can tell, Noah.
Oh, she's insightful as fuck.
She's looking at everybody, and then, like, the word Kindred got dropped. Oh, yeah. You know that her little ass is going to be looking. Speaking of, Jihoon, when you bring back the sheet music, is there anything else you would like to do?
I guess he'd just, like, drop the sheet music in front of Evan, and he'd be like, thanks for coming to dinner, everyone. He kind of looks at his sister, and then looks at his mom. It's been a really long time since we've had this many people at our table.
I like it. I will be back next week when you hang out. I'll make a better meal that no one's allergic to.
You made an amazing meal today, Mom.
We'll do better.
Yeah, this was fantastic.
And then she gets up, and she says thank you in Korean, and she starts cleaning everyone's dishes.
No, let me do that, Oma. Let me.
You're going
Please.
to help your friend.
My
Go.
friend.
She points to Evan. You're
Which-
going to help your friend. Go. And she
What am
she
what,
kicks
what am
you
I
all out of the
helping him
kitchen.
with?
His inspiration. Go, all of you. Goodbye. And then to Max, she says, "You stay."
Lol.
He's like,
Oh.
"Yeah, okay, yeah."
Don't do anything weird.
I'm not gonna try to do anything weird, okay?
Just be nice.
I am nice. I think
Okay,
you're
just say, 감사합니다. Okay, that's it.
감사합니다.
You did a great job. That's great. Good work. And just say, wow, 진짜 이쁘다. Okay, good. Yeah, try that.
Oh, poor Max.
He tries to repeat it, and it's awful. It makes your mom laugh. And then-
진짜 이쁘다.
I'm
You
trying,
can do it.
Jihoon. Chimcha.
Damn it.
Chimcha. I fucking suck at this, okay?
Oh my god.
Jimin's like, "Don't have an aneurysm," and then your mom does kick all of you out.
Jimin, is Jimin coming or is she staying?
She has to stay and help with dishes.
Jihoon would probably go in and give his sister a hug before leaving.
Okay.
Just say, yeah,
Like
thank you.
in whispered Korean, she says, "You and I are gonna need to talk about some things your boyfriend told me."
He's not my boyfriend.
Don't lie.
He's not.
It's okay. You can be gay.
I didn't. I'm
just
not.
mad that you didn't tell me.
I'm not.
And your mom makes this like, psst, 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 and, like motions you to go help
Sorry.
your friend, and then
Sorry.
in Korean tells Jimin, "Clear the table."
Sorry. Later. Just text me later, okay?
Oh, I will.
You're so annoying.
Yeah. Welcome to being a big brother. And then she just kind of like softly punches your shoulder.
Yeah, I love you too.
She's like, "Love you, loser." And of course, she's like, "Don't talk to your brother that way." And she's like, "What? Oma, he is." And she's like, "You're grounded." Well, I didn't do anything.
Damn.
Yep. And Max is like, "Why am I in here washing dishes with a 16-year-old?" And Oma literally treats him like her adopted son. Yep. All right. At that point, Ji-hoon, you hear the sliding glass door. Evan and Noah, you would also hear it. And the feeding party comes back inside. Yep. You all gather in the living room. And we're going to end right here for the night. But before we officially end, I need everyone to roll a wits and awareness.
Everybody.
Everyone. Mm-hmm.
It's a 4 for me.
4 for me too.
Oh my god, twinners.
Oh my god, twins again? No way. Oh my goodness.
It's a 6 for me.
Evan, what'd you get?
I'm gonna use my tier reroll actually.
Okay.
That is a 7.
Okay. As all of you gather, and as your mom put it, help your friend with inspiration. You can tell that she's just really happy that you're all working together and friends. As this is happening, there's a television in the living room, right?
Yes.
It flickers on. And the infinity symbol in bright red flashes. But each flash, you see like a snake's head curving the first O and then back up and around, forming the sideways 8. And then like blood, the red drips. And the television shuts off with a click. And we end there for tonight.
Damn. Goddamn.
No.
Thank you all for
Okay,
joining
maybe
us.
what-
This was episode 9 of Bound by Night, Mother's Dinner. I hope you enjoyed the chaos, the romance, the drama, the slice of
The
life.
slice of life.
It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you, players. Join us March 3rd for our next session. Catch all of our previous episodes on YouTube. If you'd like to join the Discord, feel free to play out my play. Feel free to fill out my player queue if you're interested in having me host a game for you, Storytell or Dungeon Mistress. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure.